All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Suds with Soldiers on Saturday. It's October 28th, 2017. Welcome back, guys.
All
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Suds with Soldiers on Saturday. It's October. That's awesome. Let's see. It says we got they're starting to come in. 3 viewers, it says so far. The chat side of things hasn't started moving. I can't really identify. Minute Man made it. How you doing, brother? So what'd your day consist of today so far?
Me?
Yes, sir.
I took the dogs out this morning early, ran them down at the river. Not much after that. Came back, got my son up, sent him off to work. He'll be coming home soon.
Gotcha. Gotta keep them swinging for sure.
How about you?
Oh man, it's pretty lazy. Our neighbor made us dinner, so that's why I'm all dressed up. I kind of went over there looking nice. Tried to anyway.
Hey, anytime you can get somebody to cook for you, that's a good time.
Absolutely, and it was all, it was a good meal. It was vegetables, and she made chicken. It was friggin' fantastic. It was, I couldn't thank her enough. Dan's Urban Survival and Prepping, welcome in, brother. You're more than welcome to come up here on the panel if you'd like. I'll send you an invite unless you're still having internet problems. It'd be nice to have a Marine up here as well. That'd be pretty cool.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. Yeah, Dan's a jarhead.
Is he infantry too?
I forget what his MOS was.
Okay.
Holy crap. I believe you're a former Marine, right? You retire out, Dan? Is that what happened? Hello, Hannah. Bob's Homestead. Great American Survival. Welcome in, brother.
I have to do all the cooking around here, so I'd love to have somebody cook for me for a change.
That'd be awesome. I like to cook every now and again. There's a few things I really enjoy cooking, but otherwise I don't prefer it much.
I don't necessarily like it, but my wife can't cook, and I like to eat. So if I want to eat good food, I had to learn to make it. So
I heard that. Oh, God. Oh, man. Hello, Dad. Thanks for looking good. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Carl? Oh, Carl's at a Halloween party. Nice. 0521 MOS. Yes, retired. Hoorah.
What MOS is that?
I'm not sure. Internet sucks right on. Well, is there some way you can text us the description, Dan, if you don't mind, in the chat? I'm like you. I'm not for sure exactly what that was.
Yeah, I don't know the Marine Corps or Navy MOSs at all. I other than Marine Infantry, just because I'm Army Infantry, I know what a Marine Infantry is. What 0311 or something like that.
I'm not sure. That's something I'm gonna have to do in between these little meetings, is look up some stuff and share information and things of that nature. Maybe if anybody's curious how rank structure goes, stuff like that, from private all the way up to general, let's get everybody in.
I remembered my general acronym for the names of the different generals. Be my little general.
Yeah.
Brigadier General, Major General, Lieutenant General, and then General.
General. And General of the Army, that's a political position, isn't it, for a 5-star?
Yeah, it's a 5-star. Typically they only have that during wartime, is my understanding, but
gotcha. Okay.
I might be off on that.
Dan says it's special warfare, winning hearts and minds. You jerk. I hate you right now. I'm glad your internet sucks. Otherwise, we'd have some big old crap talker going on up here. I wish you were here, man. Dave's pretty good people. He's got an awesome channel. It's all about prepping.
What channel's that? I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely, man. He's he touches on a lot of good subjects, especially like, you know, shit hits the fan thing, all that stuff.
Sure.
He's thorough about it, so it's pretty awesome. All right, guys. Suds with soldiers. I got made it through about half of one the other night, so I think that'll be.
I just got caffeine tonight.
I heard that. I'll do my for the past, present, and the future.
Cool.
Whoa. Oh gosh, lovely kid Japan. Welcome in, doll. Man, you were a veteran, right? I think he was. I'm running it up with you. 10-4, brother. Gosh, did I add a few other ones right there? I think there's a spider crawling up my leg. Sorry, guys. Oh, gosh. That didn't feel natural. Lovely kid. You were so pretty. Aaron Nelson, cheers, brother. Aaron's boy bagged his first deer the other day. I thought that was our bow deer. He shot his first bow deer. That was a pretty good video. I really liked that. Hello, Amber. Everybody in the chat, how's your freaking Saturday going? What's going on, guys? Let's see. You want to jump in with us? Do what?
I said mine's going pretty good.
Awesome. Me too. Oh, Hannah, you were fine on my live stream the other night. No worries, doll. No worries.
Yeah, sorry I missed that. I got tied up with some stuff here. I didn't get free time until after it was over.
No worries. It's yeah, it was fun. Thirsty Thursdays, they are what they are.
That would have probably been the only sober person on the cast.
Probably, if I can remember right. I woke up and go in the shower. Awesome, lovely kid. I hope you enjoy that.
Thirsty Thursdays, you're gonna have to come up with like a stoned Sundays or something, huh?
We could touch on a subject every day possibly, but people would get tired of my live streams at that point, I believe. It'd be all different stuff.
There'd be a lot of smiling and people snacking on munchies while that cast was going on, I'm sure.
No kidding, man. That would be a genius place to have if you had a store where you could sell both, call it the Lunchbox or something.
We could have the cast sponsored by like Cheetos and Coca-Cola or something like that.
There you go. That'd be pretty veteran-run company. That'd be pretty interesting, for sure. State timeout, Tennessee. Hey guys. Yeah, that's where you get all. No worries, Hannah. No worries. Be back shortly. All right, Amber. All right, guys, says we got 20 people watching. If there's any other veterans out there in the midst, if you'd like to get on the panel this evening, you're more than welcome. I'll send you an invite. Send it to you as a PM on your channel. And you come in and get in on the Google Hangout with us. Hello, Lynn. It's all right, Hannah. Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, man, I like your thumbnail. How'd you come up with that?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you, big guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it's a tattoo that I have on my arm, and I always liked it. I thought it would make a good thumbnail. I have that same thing on my arm.
Oh, right on. That's pretty
I
freaking
lost,
sweet.
I lost the chat on YouTube
You
here.
lost it, bitch. Uh-oh.
Can't see who's
It
talking. Let
happens.
me try to check it. It's giving me the YouTube suggestions with no chat.
Yeah, if you go, it might just say you might accidentally hit it. If you go up, it says show chat, and you probably, it might be clickable down if you're looking at the live stream itself.
Where does it say show chat?
Let's see. Do you see is there a screen over here with us on it?
I'm
Should be up
looking
and
at
to the right.
YouTube. I'm talking to you on my phone, and then I'm following the chat on YouTube, but the chat on YouTube disappeared.
All right, scroll up to the top, and it should say right there.
See anything?
Well, thank you,
I'm not the
Carolina
most
Chris.
computer savvy. Where along the top?
Just right there in the corner, it should be a little bar. It says show chat. If there's a list of videos, it'll be right above that.
I got it just says autoplay and up next. Huh. Bastard.
Interesting. And you very much did so, lovely kid Japan. Thank you for coming in here. Carolina Chris, thank you, sir. You know who this is. I'm sure you may, I guess, if you close it, bring it back.
There we go. I just exited out and re-entered it.
Gotcha. Cheers.
What happened to Moose Knuckle? Wasn't he just on the screen a second ago?
I didn't see him. Yeah, if he was. I reckon he's with, they were doing a little family outing this evening.
I know what I did wrong. I actually pulled up one of your old videos of the chats. So I had last week's video played while I was, oh, Jesus.
Oh, gosh. At least you admitted to it.
And I haven't even drinking anything. What the hell?
What's going on here? Oh, my gosh. Hey, Granny Monster. Wow. It happens, man. It does.
Yeah, I'm blonde. I can't help it.
Good lordy.
What's the box for?
I love the kid.
The boy just walked in the door from work.
Oh, cheers. Welcome home.
That's coming through.
Awesome. Man, thank God it's Saturday. Oh, Lord. Which, by the way, I'm going to take my laptop with me, but next Saturday, I'll be in Florida. We got continuing education. It's also, I'm an independent distributor for a company called Life Vantage, and I'm going to go down there. But I'll may have stuff going on that night at 8. So I don't know if I could pass it if you want to try to do it on your channel, or I could try to get Moose to do it. But I'd let y'all know a couple days in advance. That way we can get videos out about it or whatever. And get it squared away.
Yeah, just let me know. Hey, Adam, how you doing?
Hello.
He's got his own. Well, he's got his own account today, and not his wife's.
There you go.
Cool.
Oh, didn't you say he was a vet or no?
No, I don't think Adam's a vet. He's just a fellow nerd.
Oh, right on. Right on. And right on to what you said too, Granny. That's pretty tight. All right, Lynn. Fantastic.
Howdy, Alvin.
Alvin? Yeah, welcome back, brother. How are you? I was hoping we'd have a couple other people show up, man, because there's a ton of different topics I could think of. But I mean, it'd be nice to see some fresh faces and to hear some other people's stories.
Cool.
Or
What happened to the other guy that was here last week? What was his name again?
Andy. What was it, Andy?
He actually lives right by me.
Yeah. Was his name Dan Anderson?
I can't remember. I have a bad memory for names.
I do too. Unless I typically get to talk to somebody quite a bit there. I just yeah. Let's see. I'll see if I can't look up the old conversation and get that guy back up in here. If I didn't
What's up,
already.
Hey, Jenny.
Dude. Let's see. Danny Anderson. Let's see if I can get him right here. Of course, he hasn't.
Hey, Unicorn Potato. I'm not sure how I would describe boot camp and basic training. It depends on what branch of service you're in. It's different between the different branches.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you go in good shape and you're used to being yelled at, it's not hard.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I was raised by a single father, so I was used to having people get in my face and holler at me.
That kind of freaked me out a little bit, man. I've been yelled at, but nothing to that degree. Pretty nuts. Well, it was hot. It was definitely hot in Fort Bend, Georgia. Oh my God.
Yeah, I went through in the middle of summer down in Georgia.
Yeah, me too. God. I hated the ants, man. The ants were horrific. Whenever you started on those morning road marches and you drop over, drink water, do security or whatever.
But we don't have any stinging ants up here in Minnesota. I didn't know that there were ants with stingers on them. That blew my mind. Those damn fire ants, man. Those things suck.
Yeah, that's a tough way to find out too, because if it's going to be a Cat 5 day and you don't got your pants bloused and you duck over like that, they just go right on up your leg, man. If they make it any further than the knee, you are effed. That's all. I mean, they're fast.
When I was stationed down in Panama, there'd be trees down there that would just be covered with fire ants. They would take over a tree, and you're going through the jungle in a ranger file because you have to walk in single file because it's so dense. And if some guy in front of you bumps an ant tree, they just rain down on the guys behind you, and they get down in your collar. And oh man, they suck.
Yeah, I reckon so. That's hardcore. That's like shaking rain on somebody off a tree. That's a dick move either way, really. Let's see. Granny Monster asked, how long after you are out of basic do you become active? I mean, for your story, not per branch. Let's see. As soon as you get through training, you are active. I mean, even if you're not active, you're active. You're in.
Yeah, after basic training, you go through AIT, which is where you learn your job. That's for advanced individual training, and then once you complete AIT, you then get sent to your regular unit or back to your guard unit or whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Hey, Herforts, how you doing, brother? Yeah, like he said, you got AIT, and then you go on to was your duty post or all that stuff.
Well, and then after AIT too, if you're going to be a paratrooper, they'll send you off to jump school, and then if you're going to a ranger pad after jump school, you'll go to ranger training, and then you'll go to your unit. But you go through all your training first before you go to your unit, typically.
Right. Yeah. Get all trained up. There's a lot of guys in the military that are in excellent shape, of sound mind. There's a couple people. It's an odd concept, but you call them tab chasers. Like they'd go Ranger, Airborne, Pathfinder, Scuba, like get every single award they can, and by the time they get out of the military, they just got done with all their training. You ever run any of those guys?
Yeah, I've seen them. Typically tend to be officers, though, because they're the ones who get the access to all that stuff, unless you're re-upping. Usually as an enlisted guy, the only way you get access to new schools is when you re-enlist, where, officers get access to that crap all the time whenever those openings become available in their units. So it's not really that fair that way.
Where I was at, if you were a PT stud, they would get you into any school that came open, the fastest or whatever. It's interesting.
Oh, man. I wish it would have been like that in my unit. That was the thing I was best at, was PT, and it was hard to get extra schools, man.
Gotcha.
They all went to the brown nosers.
Dicks.
The guys with the ring around their neck. Because their head's so far up. Their head's so far up, it's tapered at the top.
That was so crazy, dude. I loved it whenever you had NCOs that would smell that shit out and be like, yep, and actually pick out the person who's trying the hardest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was nice. All right, bye, Helga. Oh, no, she's saying bye to Rebel. Okay, my bad. Let's see. Helga has a question, I think. Do you use the VA medical system? And if so, do you use? Okay, just missing one. If so, has it been decent or deficient where you are?
Yeah, I don't use it at all.
You don't use it?
No.
Dude.
I'm considered disabled, too, because of my back injury, but it's too much of a hassle.
Dude, go to a local DAV in your area and sick them on the paperwork, man. A lot of them have like annual days that you go in, just tell them your shit. They write it all down, send the paperwork in for you. You deserve every ounce of that money, dude. Oh, this is a good question. Okay, here's a different one. Grant, how many times did you have to do KP? I didn't have to do KP a whole lot, just whenever it was my time. That's the only time. I never got any additional. Granny Monster asked, do either of you recall your favorite cadence call? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I can think of 3 of my favorite ones right off the top of my head. Airborne Ranger, of course. Fucking, oh my God. The Low Rider one. I don't know the name of that one. Low. That's a pretty good one. And then Old King Cole. I loved Old King Cole, man. We had a couple guys that could spit that stuff, and it sounded so good. What about you?
I couldn't name them. I would have to sing them out, and that's the last thing you want me to do on this broadcast is start spitting out cadence. But I like a lot of the cadences. Yeah, I used to be pretty good at them.
I love cadence. Gosh. I like
them better when you're running than when you're marching, though.
Yeah.
I said I like cadence better when you're running than when you're marching, though.
Right.
Helps take your mind off of it when you're doing a hell run.
Absolutely. You going about 5 or 10 or whatever. All them eagle runs. Craziness. Granny Monster said, single big guy, don't be shy. She wants to hear Chad's inflection.
Down in the valley.
Yeah, way down the valley. Did you guys have a Hell Week? Kinda. It wasn't called Hell Week. It was just called FTX.
They called it Hell Week for us, but I was in a lot earlier than you.
Gotcha.
As soon as you got off the bus, the drill sergeants were waiting there hollering at you.
Right. Shark attack. Let's go.
Yeah.
God, that was hell for a lot of kids, dude. Like, I could always manage to find my shit right off the bat. You know how they take all your duffel bags, throw them in a pile? I could always smell mine out instantly and then make it to formation for everybody else. I don't know how it happened, but it was great.
Well, maybe that's the key. You could smell it out.
Well,
You said it, not me.
Hannah's trying to sing some. Yeah, they used to be like R-rated cadences, and I reckon they don't sing those anymore.
Well, we used to have them when I was in, but they got all PC after I got out. After I got out, the drill sergeants couldn't swear at you or smack you anymore. They could smack you when I was still in. They'd come up and slap you in the back of the head. And
Oh God,
that always sucked too. Right after a haircut, getting slapped in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's big noise. How many miles was you guys' first run? Well,
running in basic training was easy because it was geared to the guys that weren't in very good shape. You know, it wasn't until we got into airborne school and back with my unit when they really started pushing us hard, because they have to kind of gear PT towards the weaker members. You know, so.
Oh yeah.
If you go into basic training in good shape, it's a breeze compared to the other people.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some guys had to do additional PT in the evening and all that stuff. It was
oh yeah,
unfortunate. Yeah, our company captain would friggin' about kill us sometimes in the mornings on some PT. It was all good, but the rest of the day, you know, until you got used to it, you just smoked. Which was awesome, because after a little while, you're like, fuck it, you can't smoke a rock, drill sergeant, and you get started. I mean, you could talk a little shit and get smoked for it, but, you know. Let's see. What else we got? Ghost My Vlogs, welcome, sir. And he asks, how was the food? On Fort Bend, Georgia.
I thought the food was good. I don't know. Better than hospital food.
Yeah, it was real good. Like he said, there's been different rotations. Like soldiers did KP a whole lot, and in my last phase that I went through at Benton at AIT, they had took them out and put civilian workers in cooking the majority of the things. So hopefully nobody takes this the wrong way, but there were some colored women in there, and they knew what they were doing. Like, I'd never had grits, and that lady, she said, baby, you want some grits? And I said, I've never tried grits, ma'am. And she's like, just put some sugar and some honey in it, baby, and come back and tell me what you think about it. And I was hooked on freaking grits, right? She's like, I made them. I was like, oh yeah, they made some good food. So
my favorite meal when you're back in base was always breakfast, man. You'd pig out. I would eat a ton, man.
Yeah, that was always nice.
Yeah.
TJ, welcome, brother.
What's up, TJ? Cool.
Whoa. Let's see. The MREs were still pretty good, even. I like the MRE.
I heard they've gotten better now. When I was in, they sucked. The chicken out like England was like barf, and then the dehydrated pork patty and beef patty ones, it was like eating a fucking sponge, pardon my French. They're horrible. Oh God.
That's rough. Roughness.
Yeah.
They even started coming out with the vegetarian ones, and I was like, oh God.
Oh God. Really?
Yeah. DMs.
Feel sorry for the poor bastard who got stuck eating that.
Right. Yeah. Chili mac involved.
Life's too short to be a vegetarian, man.
No kidding. No kidding. But DM's mix up, I like to get the chili MRE with a jalapeno cheese and mix the two together. And you
God,
talk
we
about
didn't have anything like that when I was in. That sounds good.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Holy crap! If I get any around here, if I find a chili mac, I will frickin' send it to you. I'll get you. I'll like whenever I got it, I'll have you PM me your address or something, and I'll send it to you.
Cool.
Hells yeah.
Those damn candy bars that come in them are horrible too. They're like a chunk of wax.
Right. Man, that always broke my heart because whenever you break your MRE out, they'd be like, all right, we need the gum and the candy and all that stuff, and then we just get the rest of it. I was like, oh.
They would take your gum and candy? Why?
I
Just
don't
to be
know.
dicks?
It was sweet. It was sweet.
They were probably eating it themselves, bringing it home to their kids.
Probably. Here, take this, chew this gum, we'll help you take a poo-poo. Yeah, really. Down south grits.
I used to like mixing up that dehydrated peaches with the coffee creamer. That was pretty good.
Oh man, I never tried that. They had
Yeah,
a
peaches
concoction
and cream.
called Ranger Pudding. Holy cow! Welcome back, Lynn. Yeah, you guys
Welcome
are doing
back.
pretty good on these questions, yeah. Yeah, TJ, my shot's in this here glass, but I'll tell you what, I'll pour a separate one for you, brother. Were there lots of practical jokes? You better believe it. Absolutely.
No, we didn't have any code. I don't know, maybe other people did. I don't think we were that clever.
No, we never spoke in any code. Gosh, the only code you ever had was halt, advanced to be recognized, what's the password, all that stuff. All right, TJ. Cheers, brother. Some of that turkey. Woo. DM, you want to come up on the panel, brother? You just said in basic. That makes you a veteran, so I can PM you an invite. Look at that big baby. God, that's a beast. Is that the 11-month-old?
No, that's Lobo, my German Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
And that bulldog master down there. I don't know if you see him. They're bugging me to be pet.
Right on. That cracks me up if you get a dog that really want it. They nose you to death. They're like, try to get your arm or your hand or whatever and swing it to them.
Yeah, he's not very gentle about it either.
Birth control glasses saved his eye, he said. DM, we'd love for you to come up here. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of being of actually meeting you face to face scenario. If you're not comfortable with that, I also understand that too. But the invitation is definitely out there. What's going on?
More the merrier.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us your story.
Keeps
Everybody's
people
got
from having to look at our two ugly bugs the whole time.
God, I'm telling you, Chad's killing me right now.
I'll really kill you. Break out the
head. Holy cow. I've not shaved my head
yet. Put it back on so the glare doesn't blind.
He said, unfortunately, I don't have a good setup. Right on. Totally understand. But when you do, offer's still there, big guy. But what was your MOS?
Ooh, Adam. Thanks.
I went full Pirates. No. Yeah. Our pleasure. Yeah, Rusty, I'm all right, brother. Thank you for asking. How are you? Rusty was a YouTuber I was hoping to meet whenever I was out in Vegas. He lived in Vegas, but he was tied up working and stuff, so I didn't get to meet him.
What kind of channel does he have?
He does. I don't know. He did some comedy stuff. He's really about community support, but he's got a miscellaneous stuff like I do. He's never on just on one solid thing.
Who?
35J. What the freak is a 35J over? Yeah.
I don't think I heard that one before.
Where were you guys based? I was a Kentucky boy.
I was stationed in Washington, D.C. for a while as part of the President's Honor Guard. And then I went down to Panama, and I was stationed with 5087th with 10th Mountain. And then first the 508th, the 82nd Airborne. And I was down there during Operation Just Cause. And then after that, I shipped off to Fort Irwin, NTC in the Mojave Desert and helped train troops there to fight in Afghanistan, Middle Eastern environment.
Right on. See, that was interesting because before my unit deployed, they have a training site out in Western Kentucky. But what happened was, I think it was an infantry group out of Florida that had already been over there. Minuteman.
10th Mountain. Whoa.
Whoa. Man, you want to jump up here or no? I think he told me no, but I'd pester the shit out of him until he did. But yeah, that was part of the primo training. Was that unit came up? They had a walnut. A walnut was their unit sticker or unit patch, and they'd already went. But what they'd done was set up. They'd like found all these people out. They were from Texas. It was a ton of Mexicans and a couple other orientations, and they set up those semi-connexes and built little towns. And we were doing QRF, so out in the country, and then they'd call it in, and then A-10 format, man, and Black Hawk. The pilot would be out there just practicing landing sideways on a hill or something crazy, you know what I mean, putting the tail down and all that stuff. And then we'd come in, fast rope in, and try to find our targets or whatever. And that was pretty interesting. I like that.
I love flying around in helicopters when I was in. Most of my parachute jumps are out of helicopters.
Sweet. You use a static climb still in the helicopter, don't you?
Yeah, most of my jumps are out of Chinook. You know, they just drop the tailgate and you run out the back. I've got a couple Huey jumps and a couple Black Hawk jumps too.
Gotcha. Hey, Morning Wood, thanks for stopping in, brother. How frequent were your night jumps and things like that? I mean, I'm sure they didn't do them a whole lot probably, but like, what was that like?
Yeah, they weren't that frequent, but it's not that fun coming down at night in the jungle just because it's so damn dark. You know, you can't see the ground coming up on you. So, and then getting stuck in a tree ain't too fun either at night.
Right. Especially not knowing how high you are up, probably.
Well, not only that, they got black palm all over down there. That's the last thing you want to do is land in some black palm. That stuff sucks. It's a type of palm tree that has these great big long black spikes that are like porcupine quills.
Yikes. 10-4, Granny. I love you, dog. Yeah, I'd never heard of that. That would be unfortunate as hell.
Yeah, look it up sometime. It's called black palm.
Black palm. I'll write that down right here. Black palm. Yeah. Right on. You guys are doing all right on the questions. What else you got? He said that was a telecommunications terminal device repairer.
Cool.
Awesome.
I don't think we even had telecommunications when I was in. Cell phones were still gigantic back then. And few people had them.
Right. You talking about the radios and whatnot, man? Or I don't know what you're talking about. Yep. Gotcha. Holy cow. Warming up a little bit with that 101. Pretty fantastic. No, he's talking about networks on the base to the homeland. Hey. How long did you have to sit in mace? I never got maced. I got,
I think he's talking about the CS gas.
yeah.
CS isn't mace, but it's similar.
Yeah, that was a crazy day. And then any other time in training?
Yeah, that stuff affects some people a lot more than others. It has some people puking and other people tolerate it better.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard on me. I just got a real snotty nose and couldn't see much.
Yeah.
And it burns. That's pretty funny, though. There'd be some boys try to run out of there, and they'd get clotheslined right before the door. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't try to run out, or you will get fucked up. And
yeah, and if you try to run out, they'll make you stay in and make you be one of the last guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually had like a couple dudes start crying and freaking out, and it was just, it was kind of funny, but oh my God.
Yeah, it's funny. You get to learn a lot about people in situations like that, you know, compared to the front they put on. You know, that's one thing the Army taught me is, you know, it's not always the guy you think that is going to be by you and have your back when the shit goes down. You know, a lot of times it's the person you didn't expect that's going to be there for you, you know.
Right. Absolutely. I remember being on CQ and having to do things like suicide watch and stuff like that. Dudes that get there and then they're like, "Oh my God, I got to get out." So they themselves and stuff like that. I just used it as a shit talking session. I was like, you know, it was just fun for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate for them though, because some of them, I mean, I only ran in like two dudes that were like just nuts. The rest of them were just trying to get the hell out because they did not like it. Red Panda, welcome. Sounds a lot less fun than you're making it out to be. The fun is hit or miss. It kind of depends. Whenever you're first getting started out and you don't know nothing, it's not very fun. But once you get in the swing of things and you understand the order of life and you just do as you're told, it's pretty cool at that point. Unless you got some just real shithead leadership that won't let you enjoy anything about your achievements, and then it kind of sucks.
Yeah, you're always going to have assholes in charge of you, but some are bigger than others.
Right. Right.
The worst is when you have some of these officers from the military academies in charge of you. They're the worst.
They are the worst. They're like a lot of the self-entitled children we have running around right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have any time for most of them.
No. Some of them would never change, but sometimes, you know, a unit would, like, I saw a lot of dudes get some thick skin, one of them being including myself, and like actually making an issue out of some of the leadership. You know what I'm saying? Be like, listen, you're dicked up. This is FUBAR. You better, you know. But that never went over well, but it changed. Hello, Amanda.
One of the lieutenants, when I was in the airborne unit, I was in one of the other squads from ours. They had a lieutenant that was just a dick, and one night out in the field, they pushed him off a cliff. He ended up breaking his neck and had to wear a halo with the screws in his forehead. And there was a big investigation on who pushed him, but they never figured out who did it.
Oh, wow.
He deserved it.
Shit like that happens. Fratricide is a really big deal. There's been a lot of people dead in the military just because they sucked at life.
Well, you step on the wrong dick, you never know who you're fucking with,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you're going through, rifle qualifications and stuff like that and train, the drill sergeants actually lighten up on you a little bit because they don't want anybody shooting that fucking ass. I mean, that's a real deal.
Yeah, when you start working on BRM, they get a little nicer.
Right. And by all means, they should, except for grenade qualification. That's a tight day right there. I mean, they are all hands and eyes on at that point because you got a lot of power right there in your two hands.
Yeah. Grenade ain't that forgiving either if you fuck up.
Right. And one of my favorite example movies of that is In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. I friggin' love that movie. He's a water boy, that was sweet. It was kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
I don't know if I have or not.
It's pretty good.
I usually try to forget most Pauly Shore movies.
It wasn't too bad. Minuteman said he was shot twice. Once. Five. Are you trying to? Once by 5. Were you trying to say 5.56? What are you trying to say? 5.56? Amen to that?
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be 5.56.
Got you.
Well, thanks for your sacrifice, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Manland 121, welcome in, brother.
Welcome.
I'd say instead of being an ass, be like everyone's mom and stay away from cliffs. That's right, Manland. He said, yeah, I put my period in the wrong spot, LMAO.
What was the other round he got shot with? An AK?
Yeah, what was that? Illage idiot. I love you. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah. But that was the Russian 7.62, right?
I was kind of waiting to hear him say something, but it didn't happen. Hit by a mortar once. It landed in a HESCO barrier I was filling. Dang. No worries, Adam.
A shit-talking session on Instagram, huh?
Just for fun.
I get annoyed at some of my comments sometimes in my videos and bitch at my watchers occasionally. You can tell I'm annoyed when I do that.
Right.
Sometimes I just can't turn the other cheek.
I can understand that.
That's what happens when you get older. You get grouchy.
No, see, it's not grouchy. It's just everybody understands where the level of shit needs to quit. And some people just don't even really know where it starts. So, I mean, you know, it's all bad.
I'm always amazed people seem to like it when I'm an asshole in my videos. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you look irritated whenever you're like, this is a mukbang. I'm like, well, yeah, I will.
That's my resting bitch face.
Oh, hey,
My
Barbara
neutral expression makes me look like a serial killer.
I understand. Gosh, we got a pretty big roll call here. Let's see.
You on Instagram at all, Grant?
I don't have anything other than YouTube. I don't have a Facebook, Instagram, or any of that stuff.
You might want to start an Instagram page and link it up to your YouTube page. I use that to drive a lot of traffic to my YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just another way to advertise your channel.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm interested in doing that, help out stuff like this. I think it really do some good.
Yeah. Also, if you ever want to Skype or talk on the phone while you have your YouTube creator screen pulled up, I can teach you a lot of stuff about tagging your videos that will help get your videos advertised by YouTube more. I started doing that, I don't know, back around last March or so. And as soon as I started changing how I tag my videos, I had several of my videos on YouTube take off, and I picked up like 15,000 subscribers in just a matter of 4 or 5 months. So if you ever want, I can show you some stuff that might help you regarding that. I helped a
that'd
few
be
other
awesome.
YouTube channels, and yeah, it's all about your titles, tags, and thumbnails as far as getting your videos seen. So
Gotcha.
because the idea, the thing you want to do is, your subscribers are going to already watch your videos, but the way you make your channel grow is by getting YouTube to advertise those videos to people that aren't your subscribers. And there's some stuff you can put in your tags that'll help a lot with that.
Yeah, I definitely need to learn that.
Yeah, well, let me know. We can talk on the phone sometime. And I'll talk you through some of that stuff.
Certainly appreciate it. It's definitely growing. Yeah, thumbnails is something I've never. I mean, like YouTube picks like 3 different ones. I'll usually go with. Some of them I haven't even ever tried to change, but I definitely could do that.
Well, have you monetized your channel?
Yeah.
Because once you monetize your channel and you get to so many views, you can start creating your own thumbnails and uploading them. They just have to be under 2 megabytes.
Gotcha.
That way, you don't get some picture where you're talking and you look all screwy like this.
Yeah.
They pause it in some goofy spot. I mean, I look goofy enough as it is. I don't need YouTube capturing me in a funny thumbnail to do that any worse than it already is. So.
Yeah, I'm already doing a pretty good job being ugly. Just don't need to catch me in the right face.
I got a face even my mother doesn't love.
Oh, Lord. All right, guys, we'll probably we might call this one at 9. If you have any additional questions you'd like to throw at us, we're all ears.
Serve it up.
Yep, throw it at us. We got you. Okay, so I'm here now, Minuteman. If you can come on, I'll definitely keep it going for a little bit.
Who, Adam?
Well, love you, Helga. Why can't I get here in time? You are in time. Hit you up. All right, man. I'm interested in hearing something about this. Let's see if I can. Mach 1, welcome. Let's see. See if I can just get you right straight through the. Minuteman.
I think I'm going to have to break down and start my furnace. I haven't started it up this year. It's like 56 degrees in the house right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let's see. Get a copy of this. Hey,
You bringing somebody else on?
yeah, I'm gonna throw Minuteman Homestead in here for a minute. That way we can holler at him.
Cool. He's the communication guy.
He was the one just telling us about taking rounds.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We'll figure out why he went with Minuteman.
Name wise?
Minuteman. Yeah, with Minuteman Homestead.
Obviously a patriot.
Right.
Probably a 3%er with a name like Minuteman.
Telling you. Let's see. All right. Boat. The about section. Send message. I can't see the chat. What's going on?
What the hell? Scott Taylor's got to finish watching MacGyver first?
Did that really? Are you serious right now? Scott Taylor. You're divorced.
TiVo that shit, Scott.
Yeah. Get your ass up in here. Oh, God. Did I just dick myself right here? This ain't good.
Hey,
All
Dizzy.
right,
What's up, brother?
What about freaking MacGyver? You look like a MacGyver, Scott. You're letting your infantry guys down. There's Minuteman.
All right, cool.
What's up?
What is that? General Patton has his icon?
Well, it's the only man that ever lived that was actually a man, in my opinion.
Whoa.
Who? It's almost heartbreaking to hear that. What up?
Not much.
Not much, man. Welcome to the chat.
I haven't heard somebody say "hua" to me in probably 7 or 8 years. So,
Gotcha.
Well, you're probably going to hear it a lot in the next 5-10 minutes.
trust me, I'm okay with that. I'm very sorry, Grant. I'm so sorry that I missed the last several of these. I was here, but most of the time this time I'm dealing with the greenhouse shit. So,
hey,
Gotcha.
This is the third one. 3 is a charm.
Why isn't my camera up?
I don't know.
I don't know. I film it on my phone and then just follow the chat on YouTube. There's like a 30-second delay between the two.
There you go.
Ooh, nice beard.
Well, I only started growing it at the beginning of this month, so I tried to cut it for a long time after I left the military, and then I realized, why am I spending all this money for razors when I could just buy a set of clippers for like $30. Just
Yeah, that's what I cut mine with too. I haven't used a razor in years.
yeah, exactly. The hell with that shit.
Hey, Red Gone to Gray. How you doing? Steve. You got all kinds of folks showing up, guys.
So y'all need to run at least another hour. I just got here.
That's what's up. I'll be right. Let me go grab. You guys keep her going. I'm gonna go grab me some chaser, and I'll be right
don't
back.
worry. Don't worry. I got plenty, so we're good.
There you go. There you go. I'll be right back, boys.
When you get back, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Take your time, brother. I'll keep him occupied. So how y'all doing tonight?
Good, man. How about you?
I thought you were going to go get a beer.
I was waiting for him to get back to keep you company, but if you want me to go now, I'll go now. Just check it.
You can go ahead and go now. I'll just hang out with the peeps in the chat, and you guys can sort it out, and you'll be back. I've got mine right here. So. So how's everybody? That's good stuff, you Dizzy. I'm glad to see you around again. Or around. I've lost track of you somehow. I guess YouTube probably unsubbed me, and I wasn't able to see what when you're going live and stuff. What up, Rusty? Rusty, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. I was up and down dealing with greenhouse stuff before I could get back to the keyboard. I was just basically really typing really quick and just running away. Cheers.
Lobo, go on. Go on.
Well, you Dizzy, if you want to check out my greenhouse stuff, I'm doing it on VidMe now. I'm not actually doing it on YouTube.
What kind of stuff you're growing in your greenhouse?
At the moment, I've got peppers, I've got okra, I've got tomatoes mainly. I'm trying to deal with tomatoes mostly, and I'm also growing like 7 or 8 not tomato plants, lemon plants, lemon trees.
What state are you in?
North Carolina. I try to do my best. My eventual plan is to have a big enough greenhouse where I can provide all the veggies for my family. Then I can hunt the meat, you know.
Cool.
So, were you ever deployed, brother?
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure even what to call you at this point, to be honest.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was active duty. I was down in Panama during Operation Just Cause in '89.
Okay.
Then I got recalled for the Gulf War. I'm 50, so I'm probably older than you guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You were in the same. You were in the same war as my father, so I understand. What should I call you so I can respond to you with your name, I guess, or whatever?
You can call me Chad or Chad.
Chad? Okay. Sorry, I've been really back and forth for the last several hours.
What's up, guys? Hello.
I said, welcome back.
Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, I need to
Here.
stop actually pushing the TeamSpeak button because that doesn't work that way.
What up, baby? Gotcha.
I'm so used to using push to talk comms. It's kind of inducted into my ass.
At least you're not saying Roger after everything.
You know, for the first 5 years after I left the military, I did. Until finally, my stepfather, who is a Korea War vet, slapped my ass upside the head and said, "Stop doing that shit."
Roger that, man.
That's what our private said to us. Stop doing that. I was like, okay. But I got to play with the most powerful piece of artillery that's actually still used in the military.
Oh, yeah?
The 198, 155 millimeter Hauser.
Nice.
I loves it. I want one, but they won't let me have one. Afraid I might shoot the neighbors.
Wouldn't fit in your backyard.
No, it would fit there. They're just afraid I'd shoot the neighbors.
It happens.
What, shooting your neighbors? You guys have to forgive me. I live on the edge of what is now Antifa hell, so I've had to deal with them multiple times, and I'm kind of like, well, I have body armor for a reason, and it has 2 little pivot holes in it because I wore it when it happened.
I'm sure that greenhouse needs fertilizer.
Yeah, blood makes the grass go green.
That's right.
But the
Get yourself some pigs to take care of the big pieces.
No, the problem is when I call the cops, they won't let me keep the bodies. It's terrible, dude. I live on the edge of Yuppieville. It used to be like a whole bunch of area that was just like farmlands and forest, and then a whole bunch of developers came in and chewed up the entire area around us, and then tried to buy us out, but we're kind of like, no.
Hey, Waterwolf, welcome.
Adam's switching to water. Welcome back, Adam. Hey, Bonnie. Nice to see you.
Don't switch to water. Switch to caffeine. It'll counteract it better.
Oh, Lord.
So, you want to ask me all these questions? Ask them, brother. Don't be shy.
I was just gonna let you, start from the bottom.
Not you.
Oh,
you're a Marine. The only thing you can ask me is how I run the Barrett. Because that's what the Marines taught me. Yeah. Oh, you're Army too?
yes.
Yeah, me and Grant were both Army infantry grunts.
Oh, okay. Well, we pretty much do the same shit. I only spent 3 months manning the artillery piece, and the rest of the time we were on patrol set. So that's why I always say 13B and /11B, because mostly I was 11B.
11 bullet catcher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude. You don't realize how true that is unless you actually look at the Iraq War. And I mean like our Iraq War, not the historical one. For a year, I literally rode up and down the streets of Fallujah waiting to get blown up so we could engage something.
Yeah, the rules of engagement there are so ass backwards. The people who thought that stuff up should be shot.
No shit, because they got a whole bunch of my friends killed. A whole bunch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know
I get
how the
mad
hell
when I
I
think
survived.
about that shit.
I went in expecting to just not come back. I didn't care. Yeah. But a whole bunch of my friends, they did care. But I'm here, and they're not. So.
Hello, Chile expat family. Welcome. Former Navy. Cool.
Well.
Oh,
Later, TJ. See ya.
bye, TJ.
Thanks for coming
Hello,
along.
TJ. Love you, brother.
Peace goes sour tonight, Chili. We would love to have you up here on the panel if you'd like to join us.
Yeah, come join us. I done harangue. Hey, there's Country Girl. We need to get her on panel. I done harangued you into an hour. Let's do it 3.
Thanks, Country Girl. I appreciate that. I'm sure the other guys do too. Cool.
Yeah.
Love and
Love you,
respect.
girl. She's pretty awesome.
Love you, Country Girl. Country Girl tends to keep me stable when I'm unstable.
She's very reasonable.
Yes, that is a great way to say it. She's a very reasonable. So Grant, what's new with you, brother?
Oh man, not much, dude. Just I'm now 17 tests away from my doctorate. Gonna be going to Florida this next week, staying at Disney, so that'll be pretty cool. For continuing education.
Yeah, man.
And job training.
That's
so
cool.
should be good.
Do you already have a job lined up for this?
My girlfriend is a doctor, so my clinical hours are out of her office. So
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I now understand what you're going for. 10-4.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna have to shit. I started saying it before I realized what the MOS name for medic is. So are you gonna have to add medic to the end of your 11 Bravo? Kind of like me, I'm 13 Bravo, but 11 Bravo.
It'll be naturopathic medic.
Yeah. Aren't you going in for doctor or for a medic or some a doctor degree?
It's a doctorate in natural medicine, naturopathic medicine.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to add medic to the end of your MOS.
He's a grunt naturopath.
There you go.
I
don't know what the hell the MOS would be for that, but
17 Chiba. 17.
with four letters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a CASCOM 420. 11B.
You suck. You said that right as I was thinking of it, and I almost spit that shit out my mouth.
It's a perfect timing.
Later, TJ.
Yeah, later, TJ. See you, Country Girl. 500 sub giveaway. Right on. Thank you for coming.
Cool.
We'll be there.
Later, babe.
Hello, Lee. Welcome to the live stream, dog. Suds for Soldiers. It's good to see you in here.
Hey, Bonnie, I enjoyed those recent videos of yours of your vacation. Those are pretty entertaining. Looks like you guys had a good time.
So I got a question
Let's
for
talk to
y'all.
them.
If I went and told Country Girl she could do the giveaway on the channel, would y'all be offended? She just come up on panel and then we just take advantage of her afterwards. Yeah.
Right.
Fun.
Well, I'm not trying to split hairs, but Suds and Soldiers is a veteran panel. That's the purpose of the live stream.
Oh, I understand what you're talking
about. Otherwise, I'd be like, hell yeah, I love Country Girl.
Oh, I understand. I was just trying to liven up the atmosphere, I guess. Because I ain't got shit to talk about.
Oh, it's nice to know you survived, Bonnie.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm confused now. Were you a Marine or were you Army a minute, man?
I was Army, but okay. I was Army artillery, but when I got to Iraq, we were transitioned to infantry, and that was in the Humvees. But the problem is, nobody in my group had a marksman, even close to a marksman. Most of them were barely passing in the quals.
BRS.
So I was sent to the only group who had a trainer in Kirkuk, Iraq, which were Marines. So I learned to shoot from the Marines. Like I like to take credit from my earlier days of shooting all sorts of weapons, but I learned to shoot from Marines. I learned to carry the Barrett from Marines. I had to use it in my Army unit, but those are the guys that taught me.
You talking about the 50 cal Barrett?
Yeah. There's only one Barrett, by the way.
Yeah, but you're talking about the sniper rifle.
Yeah. They need a
They
marksman.
make other guns.
I had to be the marksman of my group and be the guy that could take out, like, let's see here. Well, my target list was a tractor and trailer, and a car. So I guess they needed to take out those three things.
Interesting.
Thanks, buddy.
The tractor was carrying tanks, pesticide that our unit thought was chemical weapons.
Hmm.
There was a lot of things with my unit that was retarded. And that's the nicest way I'm going to say that with my unit, because I still love them, but they're idiots.
Military intelligence is an oxymoron.
No, the problem was this wasn't military intelligence. This was on-site intelligence that I'm sitting there with the rifle going, are you serious?
No, I just mean intelligence in the military in general is an oxymoron.
No. But like I was laying there watching this guy with his tractor plow the field and pour pesticide. And they go, that guy's got to be carrying chemical weapons. And I'm like, are you serious? Really?
They were chemical weapons. They were just chemical weapons for bugs.
Exactly. Yeah. I still had to blow that guy's tractor's engine out. So I mean, I wasn't hitting people. I was hitting, machinery.
Thanks, Native Cheers. So you watched that guy basically shoot a brick after you shot the front of his tractor out.
Pretty much, and then I had to go apologize to him after they figured out. Because remember, my unit would go up there and figure out that it's not chemical weapons, but I'm the one that shot them, so I have to apologize.
That's got to be fun to try to fix a tractor with a 50 cal hole through the engine.
We will just say that I spent probably, I don't know, a week and a half in the motor pool fixing that tractor. And whether I was laying in another Humvee sleeping or helping them turn wrenches, I was still there. When I didn't want to shoot the motherfucker in the first place. I was like, really? Okay, so you think this farmer here is going to expend chemical weapons all across his farm, I guess. And you think that's going to hurt us? Really?
It's a long-term plan. They were waiting to grow those vegetables and then feed it to you guys.
No, you don't understand. Artillery army is just they don't get it. The higher ups don't get it. They're not built to do that, and they just don't get it. I not to say anything bad about them, they just don't get infantry work, I guess. But I was built for infantry, and then I went into artillery because, well, it was either that or, you know, driving trucks. And I was like, so you want me to drive trucks across IEDs and die so you can put another guy in the truck that you're going to recruit at MEPS? I don't think so.
Right.
I kind of knew a little bit. I probably knew a little bit too much when I went into the military to be a normal military guy. Hey, Graham. Yep. So
No, there's nobody in a bubble bath, Bonnie.
Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah, that's right, Graham.
I don't think you want to see the three of us in a bubble bath.
It's funny though. You gotta admit that'd be some funny shit. Cause you know, we'd be slapping bubbles at each other.
Oh, don't turn me to good time. Let's go.
That's hurting my mind just thinking about it. I need an ice pick to get rid of that thought. I need a full frontal lobotomy right now to erase that. Damn it!
I mean, come on, man. You stood in a shower with 50 other guys waiting for
Come on, man. The last thing I want to think is Grant covered in bubbles.
Well played, sir. Well played.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well played, sir.
I mean, I know he
played.
dressed up for us and stuff, but I still don't want to see him covered in bubbles.
Oh my God.
But I just got a quick question for you. Could you imagine the YouTube video it would make?
Unfortunately, I can.
Okay, I'm gonna move this over here and this over here because that way I'm actually
That's
looking.
That's definitely a video
camera.
That's going to get flagged for not being suitable for most advertisers.
The hell with advertising. That's what PayPal is for, right?
We can always upload this to Pornhub.
There you go.
Sorry, I run pirate radio, and I'm all about screwing with YouTube. So I'm being nice. I'm making sure Grant's stream doesn't get knocked down, and don't say anything stupid. But I love screwing with YouTube. YouTube forgot the base premise of the entire platform: freedom of speech.
I don't know. They did something screwy with their new algorithm. The videos I keep uploading of my dogs eating stuff keep getting flagged. I'm like, WTF? I mean, what is there to get flagged about a dog eating some raw food?
Because you're already set to be flagged.
Our veteran, these videos, all these, everything I'd made for the creation of this live stream got flagged. All that veteran stuff got flagged, and I had to appeal it, every bit of it.
That happened last Friday with that shout out video I did too. They flagged that my Suds and Shoulders shout out video, and I had to appeal it. It got reversed, but I'm like, you know what? Because I have veteran in the tag, your algorithm's gonna, what the fuck?
Right.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to why I don't use YouTube anymore.
Well, it's just like it's just like the last administration we had in office before this. They had veterans linked as their #1 terrorist threat. It's like, fuck you.
Yep.
You have all these people out there who are serving their country and fighting for it, and you're going to list these returning guys as the #1 threat to this country. Whoever did that should be slapped in the head.
Well,
pardon my French.
Whoever is doing that right now is now pushing it on YouTube. You notice how all that censorship did not actually happen until they left office.
Yeah,
it's like they had something else to do, and now they have nothing else to do, so they gonna fuck with us.
So,
and it's dumb because it's like I say, it's the people with no firearms screwing with the people with firearms. It's dumb. It's just dumb. The people with firearms don't want to do anything. But if you keep screwing with them, they might. So just don't stop screwing with them. You don't have to do that. Asshole YouTube.
No kidding. It's all badness.
I'm going to hold my tongue because if I start talking about political stuff, I'm just going to piss people off.
Not here, you won't. Trust me. At this point, pretty much everybody in here I know in the chat, you ain't going to piss nobody off.
Yeah.
They'll at least listen to you. They might not be on your side, but they'll at least listen.
Man, did you read the description box?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I really didn't.
It's okay.
My bad. I've read it now. My apologies.
No worries. Yeah, that was pretty much the first thing we ever said whenever we started these.
Yeah, don't drink all that.
I have some pretty strong opinions regarding some of that stuff. Again, it's better that I don't go into it.
Well, yeah, as far as being creators on YouTube, we're all like-minded that way. But if we were to be like, yeah, fuck that guy, it would turn into
I understand. I looked at that when you said that. I was like, oh shit. Chad, if you want to hit me up on Skype, you're welcome to, and we can talk about that all night long. All right, we'll just keep it out of here.
Cool.
That's awesome. Native cheers.
Give you a nice vet point.
Cool native tears. All the way back to 17 and 76.
Cool.
I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who's in power, as long as it's constitutional. That makes sense.
The two-party system is an illusion. The establishment of both parties are totally working together against the interests of the American people. They both serve their globalist masters. They just try to trick everybody and act like they're on opposite sides. They're all working together against us.
I agree, but we need to stop this because that was not my intention. It was not my intention. All I care about is the Constitution and protecting the people. That's all I care about. That's it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Cheers, Lynn. You're right, Native Tears. It needs to be cleansed out and ripped out from the roots.
Sorry, Grant. It was not my intention.
The one-party system and the media are the enemy of the American people.
Whenever I start getting twisted up on stuff like this, I think back to my childhood whenever my grandpa was doing what he was supposed to be doing, which was enlightening me on the ways of the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Nowadays, doesn't happen like that, and that's why it's fucked up now. That was
right.
one of the most honest ways of living. And now it's
amen to that.
They almost make you not even be yourself.
That's why I'm doing my best.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
This political correctness shit is the death of our society, man.
Yeah.
You know, it makes people scared to express their views, say what they think. It's a form of control.
Yep.
Hey, that can be our other live stream, just the fuck it live stream, and we talk about whatever the fuck we want to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to spur this on. It was not my intention. I didn't read the description, but I agree with every single bit that Chad said. So, and I agree.
Sorry, once you get me going, it's hard to stop.
Right. That's why I'm putting me a dip in. I don't know if we're going to have a round two or not, but we could.
Well, hell
Boy, if you gave me a little smoke right now, I'd really be talking.
Here. Here. There you go.
I'm all out. I wish I could take it.
Right. Wait, you got to go to the left minute, man. You got this all wrong. You're in the middle of this. Well, yeah. No, that's your right. I'm on your left. I think he throws it up.
No, everything's working good. I'm at least I'm watching the YouTube stream. I'm not watching the Google Hangout.
I thought you were perfectly still. I was like,
Occasionally, I sit perfectly still. It's kind of a habit. That's how you hear other movement other than yours.
Gotcha. Guys, you know something that there ain't a whole lot of light brought to, and it's not political or religious, but it's a touchy subject. Yeah. Is, like population control. I mean, that's a very real thing. I hope that everybody that is watching this right understands.
What do you think all these abortion clinics are for? And why do you think they're put in mostly minority neighborhoods? All you got to do is listen to the words of Margaret Sanger from back in the 1920s. It was all meant for population control and to kill minorities. They're a bunch of corrupt fucks.
Yep. Can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
If we hadn't stopped our space program, population control wouldn't have been a problem.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's been setups in the 60s to colonize whole planets that were
but then you're running into the whole thing is did they really stop it, or are they working on a breakaway society and they're keeping that stuff from us? That's the question also.
No, I can honestly say that they stopped it because I'm watching their asses through telescopes.
I mean, do you know where Lyme disease comes from?
Yeah, it comes from that little island off of the East Coast where they created it.
No, it comes from Lyme, Connecticut. Lyme, Connecticut is where it got created.
Yeah, there's a little island off of there.
My bad. Yeah, but it made it to across the water. Yeah, it's here. That's where Lyme
it was a chemical weapons plant there.
Exactly, dude. You know how many people don't know that?
Population control.
It's just stupid. We have the ability to colonize the entire area of the moon. Do you realize how many people we could put on the moon? I mean, think about that. Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
What's on the back side of the moon that they don't show anybody?
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's the Inhumans. Marvel's Inhumans.
That damn Black Bolt.
I'll be back. I need to take a bit. Too much rum. You know how it is.
Breaking the seal. I had to break the seal too. It's okay. I'm in pretty good shape so far. Oh, the edge. God's living on the edge right now, like the Aerosmith song. I didn't know that, Native Tears. Bottoms up. That's right.
Fortunately, I'm immune to Lyme's disease. As an animal warden, I was vaccinated for it because of all the dead deer I deal with on the job.
Gotcha. Right on. See, that's man. After I,
and that's another thing too. How come they aren't making that vaccination more available to people in these areas that have Lyme so badly?
Well, Lyme is a more aggressive thing than anybody knows that it truly is. You know, that we get a lot of that in the office, and there's a lot of steps to breaking that down, because whenever somebody realizes that they actually have Lyme, they've had it for 10, 12 years, you know, before you get what Epstein-Barr is. Epstein-Barr is something that stays at the base of your spine. It's a viral disease that it stays right there. It can fucking make you crazy. That's, you know, people that get Lyme, they act all nutty and fruity and stuff.
Yeah, but my point is if they can vaccinate everybody for mumps and measles and rubella and all this other polio and stuff, why aren't they vaccinating everybody for Lyme's? You know, I mean, again, I was vaccinated through my job. They could be doing that to these other areas that are full of it, but they don't.
Right.
And why, when they vaccinate people, are they using carrier liquids?
Fillers. They're using fillers.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
There's probably
aluminum.
There's the shit you need.
Why are they doing
it? Yeah, aluminum, mercury.
Why?
It's all
Why
fucking in
are
there.
they doing?
Exactly. Why?
They know. Like, I would understand if it was like in the 1940s, right? And they didn't understand what those filler liquids would do. We know right now. We know now. And I guarantee you that any company that builds those liquids knows as well. So why are we doing
that's
this?
what's wrong with us right now, man. Like our fucked up diets and our reliance
Yes,
on
it is, Adam.
where we want a pill. I mean, if you're hurting, take a pill. If you're sick, take a pill. I mean, that's what they're getting you used to, and that's what's killing us.
I got just a few words.
I can see that.
Embrace the suck. Bring it close to your bosom. Hold it tight. Make it your friend.
I have a shirt that says that. Embrace the suck.
Was he in the army?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
I've heard
Embrace
that many
the suck.
times. I've heard it many times.
Yes, sir.
That's nuts, Native Tears.
Make it your friend. Understand that they don't care about you, nor do they give a.
We
You
have
get
a
to
machine
die for nothing, and you signed up for it. Enjoy.
Well, what was it Trump said? He knew what he was getting into.
No, he didn't. He thought he did.
That's a bad reference. That is. That's a bad reference.
No, it's a hilarious reference because I agree with you. No, he thought he did.
Native Tears, there's been a epidemic of ticks that have been like knocking the deers out too. I don't know if that's something going on in your area, but the blue tick disease, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah, there's some new tick-borne disease that I've been hearing about.
But
there's
keep in mind,
guys. There's
wait. Before you go further, keep in mind that this disease is likely built in a lab, injected into several ticks, and then set loose.
Well, you know, the other big question is, are some of these tick-borne diseases genetic? Do they affect certain people more than others? You know, because you have a lot of people that are coming down with it, and you have others that get bit regularly and they don't. Are they just lucky, or is there some type of genetic component and they're targeting certain people?
It's an area.
Listen to this, Chad. Well, I went to a local lake. I got 3 tick bites. One was fucking Lyme, one was Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and the other one was nothing. In a 72-hour period, I made it to the doctor quick enough to find it out. So that was fucked up. Luck is that they're definitely in their favor. Some people put off a pheromone or a stink or something that some bugs don't like. That's why they're not naturally attracted to them.
That's right.
But, you know, I mean, it's crazy, bro.
Well, like I said, is that all been planned, you know, in the development of some of these tick-borne diseases?
I mean, if they're trying
are they targeting certain aspects of the population? You know, I mean, that's a legitimate question. Yeah.
You know, the government's listening to us.
I don't care.
It's all right. Big Brother's documented 80 of my YouTube videos.
No, really. I don't care. I just don't care. The government can come. They can. They can take me from my house.
Man, if you're a veteran, and especially if you're a combat veteran, you're already on the government's list.
No shit.
I mean, again, the last administration considered you the #1 threat to this country, our returning veterans. You know, I mean, again, what does that say to you?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, that hasn't actually been rescinded yet.
Exactly. No, yeah.
Just because Trump was elected doesn't mean that was rescinded. It hasn't been.
Oh, God. Y'all see this stuff about Hillary?
Yeah, I'm hoping her ass goes down. Or not. Who gives a shit? You know, at this point, I'm just hoping the bitch dies off.
Oh, Dick.
I'm going to hold my tongue, or I'm going to say things that are going to get me in trouble.
Nothing personal, but I just hope that she just dies of an old aging syndrome or something. just disappears. Goodbye. Like.
All right, hold on a second.
Well, and then you have that Nancy Pelosi who's suffering the late stages of Alzheimer's disease, babbling like an idiot every other day.
You know, back in the day.
Again, you don't want to get me talking about politics. I follow it really closely.
Me too, brother. Me too.
You sped that up. That's the one you taught me, but you sped it way up.
Well done.
All we need now is somebody who can play the banjo.
Yeah, I can play the banjo. Back in the day, we would be in the swamp doing that. Saying, hell, these motherfuckers. And just, we're going to shoot them as they come into our swamp. Oh, Lord.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Anytime I hear a banjo, I think of Deliverance.
Hold on.
Are you on the Marine Band?
No, yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm a mangy.
Yeah, that's a high one.
Yeah.
I need to hire you, Scott, to follow me around and add a soundtrack to my life.
Scott, if you will.
If only I had a juice harp to play.
Squeal like a pig.
So, Adam, how's that fuck you vibe for the ticks holding out for you?
Yeah, how'd that work out for you, big guy? Yeah.
I try to put off a fuck you vibe to politicians. It doesn't work.
Hey, Scott, will you please warn me before you play that specific harmonica? Because there's frequencies on there that make my whole head ring. So
The A or the F? The last one was the A. Or yeah.
either one of those two that you played. Don't do it.
Okay, it was that one. It must have been that one. It must have been that one.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, man.
You know how they say.
Is this one okay?
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Okay.
Guys, if you don't mind, share this out. Let's try to get us a big old crowd in here and get veteran awareness out and get things worked out, guys. This is pretty effective, I think.
Cool.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've shot artillery, so there's parts of my ears that are so blown out that when I hear certain frequencies, it's painful.
Oh wow!
So what you're saying
man.
is that's even you don't have any holes on you that are virgin at this point, is what you're getting at me, man.
No, totally not a virgin.
Damn it.
Even
Listen,
my
guys,
nose.
the cold hard facts about some infantry grunts, you would honestly think they were gay if you ever had to be out with some dudes that were in the field for 60 days.
What, we're not?
Seen no chicks. What? You would think they were gay. Oh my God. It's horrible. It's kind of funny.
We're not gay. We're just all real close with each other.
That's it. We're very, very close.
Just a lot of male bonding.
Yeah.
It's almost
I got a real
like
fucked up story about that. I might share with you guys in private someday.
Bohica.
Right.
For you civilians, that stands for bend over, here it comes again.
Hey, Chad, when you get a chance, check Google Hangouts. I put the setup or what you need to copy into Skype. Get me.
You did what?
I put my name in Skype.
You put your name in Skype?
Yeah, but it's on Google Hangouts. So if you want to get with me and talk about political stuff, we can do that later.
Cool.
Hey, whenever we end the live stream, I've told everybody to stick around afterwards, but everybody takes off on me. Stick around after the live stream. I'd like to holler at you guys.
Where is it you stick around on?
On the hangout right here, where you're at.
Oh, okay.
Where us four are. Ghostman got scared.
See you, Bonnie. It's nice seeing you, Bonnie. Thanks for coming by.
Scott, you would fit in right around the porch with the rest of the instruments in my family. No. Of course,
Porch honky.
I will have to say, my uncle would go around the neighborhood naked with a mandolin to get everybody together. So at least once they got to the porch, they were all clothed.
Scott's not sitting on the toilet, is he?
No. Yeah. What? No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That's what it said in the comments.
Scott's always in the bathroom. I was busting out for it, but yeah, it's gotta be in the bathroom.
He's trying to coax out a stubborn one with music.
Thank you so much, Scott.
Night, Bonnie.
Thank you so much, Scott, for reducing the pitch because I really like harmonicas, but I can't listen to it that high.
That's the A.
Watch out playing while you're on the toilet
L.
there, Scott. You're going to make a turtle.
Yeah, turtle.
Make a turtle.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping.
And wishing and praying. Oh, there. Hey, check it out. There's the tip of my pole that I broke off earlier today. I was wondering where that went.
Dang, buddy.
Turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
I'll be right back.
Scott, you're putting us in a situation where either we don't want to talk and listen to you play the fucking harmonica.
Well, I'd rather hear you talk. So.
What kind of way is that to play the harmonica? What the hell were you doing with your lips there?
That's what? Oh, crap! I can't remember his name. That's
Holler at your girls, what that's
Can you
called.
tell
That's
if you were
what it
playing the
is.
harmonica or flirting with us?
It's Bye Bye Bird.
Exactly.
Bye Bye Bird. The Bye Bye Bird.
That's saying hello, bird. Come here. I don't know what
That
you're
looks
doing
like
there.
foreplay.
He's sucking
I'll
and
tell you
blowing.
what,
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all focus.
Wait a
on
minute.
the sucking
Who's
and
Dark
blowing.
Matter?
I want to meet a girl that can play a harmonica like that, damn it.
Dark matter. Dark matter.
Yeah.
That's Dark Matter.
Hey, Grant.
Man.
Is it
Tambone?
past
Hey,
the time?
Tambone.
Is it
Hey,
past the
Tambone.
time where we can have people other than just vets on the panel?
No.
Okay,
No,
Dark Matter. I'm not
unfortunately.
sure. I'm not actually certain if you are a vet or
We
not.
could have a token civilian on the panel each night.
Token?
That's
A
an
token
interesting
civilian on the panel each night.
There
Even
you
though-
go. There you go.
thought. At least Dark Matter actually gets it.
Dark Matter can ask some pretty interesting questions. Scott.
What's the question?
Go ahead.
I love you, Scott.
I love you too.
that man love.
I'm just trying to be very polite about your harmonica sucking blowing right now. I just want to freak out and be like, stop the harmonica.
This is kind of like Barrack's love, man. It's kind of like
I just want him to stop doing that stuff with his mouth.
Right as you get turned on, I was like, you gotta stop right now. There's a lot of tension built up around here. And I don't like
you just killed me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I thought
Adam's getting a little rough.
I thought it was very comforting. It was kind of like being at home.
I mean, I can't go any further.
That may not be good for me.
Sorry,
It would be good, bro.
I grew up in a bluegrass area, so when I was 5, people would go around the damn the neighborhood and just get everybody with their instruments. We just play.
There you go. That's a hoedown. You know, it's not when your girlfriend hits the floor, Scott.
But you know, a hoe backwards is $50, right?
Yeah, shut up. You're a dick.
What? It's making you laugh, so who cares?
Oh, man. See, that's the thing. I don't think a lot of, you party a lot in the military world. So I don't think anybody understands the type of parties we've had and how crazy that stuff actually really does truly get.
Oh my God! You remember the God? What is it called? The local club. They're on the thing, on the campsite.
Oh, the thing.
Campsite. Yeah. No.
What the
They're
fuck
on
are you
base.
talking about,
They're,
Scott?
You remember that? You know, they'd have a whole club. They're on the base.
NCO
the
club?
enlisted club and the officer club and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
NCO club.
Oh gosh, I remember going over there one night. I don't remember going home.
That was a private.
And I wore my combat boots out that night, the desert combat boots.
And then you had to pay for them again because somebody stole your boots.
I remember that I was trying to dance like MC Hammer out there.
Oops.
Did you have the diaper pants on?
No, this.
But I don't remember the rest. But yeah, that's all that happened.
This sounds like Alice's restaurant. You know that? It really does.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was one of those nights, I guess.
Dude, not only
say
that, when you said that, that's perfect. You could have been the singer from Alice's restaurant, all right?
Oh my gosh.
They showed me the 10x8 glossy photos of this and that and how I done all this and that. Your voice is perfect.
He is on the shoe.
Scott, everybody thinks you're sitting on the toilet. Why?
Because I am.
So,
tell them why you are restricted.
This is Suds with soldiers, not shitting with soldiers.
Yeah. Not that S word.
Come on, cut the coil off and get off the toilet.
You can't distract us right now, you bastard. You better fess up.
I'm about to jump in the shower.
you know, none of y'all have been to a party yet until you've been to a Chem Light helicopter party.
I don't know about that.
It's something that you will remember forever. If you're in a barracks of a whole bunch of bunks, there'll be somebody that runs around with a chem light hooked to about 6 to 10 inches of string hooked to their penis, and they'll run around swinging that bitch. Oh, yeah. Run around, wake everybody up, run into the bathroom.
I hope I go my whole life and never see that.
Lord.
Oh, God.
I can go without that image.
Sam's going to break a chem light and show his light a little bit. Don't let him lie.
Oh, my God. Hold on, y'all. I got a chem light.
Airborne.
You gotta understand, I never looked at those motherfuckers the same again.
Oh my God.
I don't really know if you're going to be able to protect me because you're going to be too busy playing with your chem light.
Such a loss.
Oh my gosh. I like playing with my chem light.
Well, just
I don't know, like the kind of thing that if you did it in front of the wrong guys, you might get a blanket party over.
There were 30 blanket parties in my own barracks that night. So, yeah.
That guy'd wake up with no eyebrows.
No.
Oh my God. I just realized who I'm talking to. That's 158.
508, Scott.
Yeah,
First 508, damn it.
Yeah, he's the one with
Who the hell did you think I was?
Oh my, I just realized that. You're the one with the dogs.
You just got up.
That's me.
Awesome.
Every time.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I would headbutt the
This is the
fuck
third
out of
week
you
you've
if I
been
was doing
talking with
right
me. You
now,
just
so.
realized that, huh?
Yeah, I did. I was just like, wait a minute. I just watched his video today. And
You
I
were
didn't
like, "Who's that
comment.
goofy bald guy on the panel?"
No, it was like you know how sometimes you watch videos and you don't comment, and then I watched yours
Yeah.
today and I didn't comment, and I was like, oh my God, that's him.
Hello.
That's cool.
Well, I hope you liked the video.
No, it was good.
Excuse me.
Now I've got to go back and remember.
It wasn't
what it
enough
was
data
about.
based on that one, Grant.
It wasn't
Right. It'll
dude,
be much better next time.
when you belched, there wasn't chem lights hanging from strings flowing around.
Listen,
Oh,
I will,
okay,
I
come
will
on.
share with all. What? Hey, I missed it. Everybody's laughing but me. What the fuck?
Your eyes are looking pretty squinty there, Grant.
Grant, I've kept you up long past what you wanted to be kept up. Let's try.
No. I wasn't trying to get out of here early, man. I mean, I'm glad we got you and I got everybody in here.
Dude.
Doc.
Who you calling Chesticle Head, Adam?
Yeah, it's Papa.
You need to get some sleep.
Hey,
Because
Papa.
you're not keeping
Are you
up.
implying something regarding the shape of my head?
Wait, you
He's
need to
got
put
a
a
pretty
nipple
head.
on top of that. That'd be the perfect smooth booby right there.
Hey, it's aerodynamic, goddammit.
That's the
love
whole point of it.
I can run a mile in 7 minutes.
You know,
There you go.
Have you ever noticed how a plane is actually shaped like a nipple?
A what?
Yeah.
A nipple. Because it's aerodynamic.
A what is shaped like a nipple?
A plane. You ever been on a
I'm
single
lost.
plane?
Like a penis with wings.
I'm lost. I missed the first part of what you said.
Have you ever seen how a plane is shaped like a nipple?
Who is this guy? I lost
No.
him.
I've never thought of a nipple when I saw a plane.
Well, that's how aerodynamics work.
I'm still not getting it.
I'm lost. That went over my pay grade.
It went over me too. And it's hard.
That's out of my scope of practice.
Oh wait,
Sorry.
it's easy for me to go hard.
Sorry,
over,
guys.
huh?
So sorry. I went in for an engineering degree after I went out of the military. So trust me, a C-140, the front end is shaped like a nipple.
Well, I'd like to meet a girl with a couple C-140s then, huh?
Yeah,
Huge.
huge.
I have yet to see that.
Oh,
You've yet to find some girl with C-140s for tits?
We can't
Yeah.
tell stories like that.
Oh, we can't do those stories, right? Never mind.
I think I found someone in Barstow, California.
My daughter was born at the Barstow Community Hospital.
Oh God, don't say that.
I'm sitting here
Yeah.
going, so you found somebody at Barstow, California. Well, is this the Barstow?
No, I was stationed at Port Irwin, California, and there was no on-base housing, and my wife was pregnant, so
Well,
God,
I was stuck living in that
stationed
armpit
Fort
Barstow.
Irwin. I was
That-
stationed
yeah.
in Fort Irwin.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Barstow is an armpit, boy.
Oh yeah.
The
When
crystal
were you-
meth
when were
capital
you
of the
there?
United States.
When were you there?
1990.
Oh, okay. I was in there like 99, 2000.
Yeah, I'm older than you. I got some years on you.
You're not.
I'm the old guy of the group.
No, you're.
I'm 50.
I'm 46.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
Oh, okay.
So I just went in the Army
That's
labor.
how math works.
Who's that motherfucker?
This motherfucker right here, he's a 11 Bravo, 13 Bravo vet from Iraq. So yeah, let's play.
Okay.
I'm crazy as shit.
I got some connections. Where you at? Where you stationed?
Hello, Green Bay Wacky.
Whoa. Half a century. Congratulations.
Drop
There
it,
you guys. You guys are a .50 series.
Adam says, thanks for saying that, toilet guy.
Toilet guy.
You better watch out. That name's going to stick.
Yeah, fuck you, Scott. Toilet bitch.
I still think my favorite name for Grant is Pungalingus.
Is what? Repeat that one.
Did you say?
Pungalingus.
I beg to differ.
Oh, you've seen it,
Why
huh?
would you say that after you said that? Oh my God, you're going to raise questions.
No, I'm showing 8.0.
I'm an Ori guy, dude. You say Hungalingus and somebody goes, I beg to differ. So you seen it?
Oh, bad timing. That's all.
So you've been in the bathroom with him. Right, the showers.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Sorry, dude. I quit giving a shit when I left the military. So
Green Bay Wacky. Ooh.
Welcome back.
Was on the beaches in Normandy, and he made it.
good shit.
Cool.
Oh,
I mean, the beaches in Normandy was a whole nother different fucking epic event, guys. Them guys got dropped off on the beach. They ran for their lives. They ran for us. They ran for death.
I can't even imagine what it was like having the front of those boarding ships to drop and to have to run out right into that machine gun fire into chest deep water. That's insane, man.
God.
or even the tank groups that had to try to climb their tanks out of the boarding parties or boarding ships.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, why
run
the fuck would you fight an uphill battle?
Or what about the Rangers who had to climb the cliffs and take out those gun emplacements? That's insane.
We do it, Grant. We do it the same reason why we fight for our Constitution, because every human matters. And they were just killing. They were wholesaling killing.
No, only Black Lives Matter.
No,
I mean,
they should have done an airstrike on the beach
before
they fucking stormed it.
Oh wait,
plain and
I
simple.
said lives white matter. I'm sorry, I become racist.
I know, right? Oh man,
Right
I
on
guess
me, buddy.
Toilet sitting harmonica players' lives matter. Damn it!
I was watching the news today.
If you're on a toilet playing a harmonica, your life matters, Scott.
Well, I'm just saying. I was watching the news this morning, and they were talking about blacks. No, they were talking about the thing in Shelbyville, Tennessee, about white lives matter, and they were talking about there was a. What was it? A black woman came on and said something about oh yeah, racist is alive, and something about a black man come on, so it was like, oh yeah, oh, and I'm like, wait a minute, y'all didn't say this when Black Lives Matter came alive.
No. For your first thought should have been, wait a minute, there ain't no white lives here.
Yeah.
They're all black guys talking about shit that they don't know anything about. Oh, it's just Black Lives Matter all over again.
Well, that's my whole thing. I thought, the whole Black Lives Matter thing out and came. Now all of a sudden, White Lives Matter. I'm like, okay, you're going to say it's racist now? Hello?
That's the funny thing about the Constitution. It fights for one race only. You want to know what that race is? The
human race.
Probably.
The human.
We all
race.
bleed red, damn it.
By the way,
we all bleed red.
No. I need to make this major point here. We are human. What they call races are actually species. We fight for the human race.
Yeah.
Like, can I ask you real quick? Any of you guys that were in the Army, did you really give a shit whether it was a black guy or a white guy laying a rifle beside you, shooting at the same guy? Exactly.
No, all I cared was that he could shoot.
Yeah. And it wasn't like he was hiding in the damn foxhole or no shit like that. He was actually fucking putting the rifle and going to shoot.
Well, that's what pisses me off about that whole thing. I thought, you know what? They've always had the NAACP or Black College Foundation, and all of a sudden there's White Lives Matter, and you're going to say it's racist? I'm like, hello?
So when are we going to have constitutionality or freedom and independence or Constitution lives matter?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should have
after we purge the government of the current crop of corrupt fuckers we have in it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
They're too interested in dividing us up into little subgroups of hyphenated Americans so they can pit us against each other. As long as they keep us angry and in little groups fighting each other, we're not paying attention to the corrupt shit they're doing in our name.
Right.
Okay, the problem with that
is don't hardly ever know what the right hand's doing, and that's always fucked up.
Bullshit. We always know what the hell damn left or right hand are doing.
Well,
they do, but we don't. They are trying to keep us.
The left and right bird, the left and right wing fly the same bird. Again, the two-party system's an illusion.
Well, I'm just saying all lives matter. All
That's
lives
right.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what you're saying right there is the exact same thing as constitutional lives matter.
Yes. That's why I'm saying, why are y'all bringing all this stuff about white lives matter? I mean, you're saying it racist. I'm like,
about it. You brought it up, Scott.
I'm saying all lives matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's talking about a position in where he lives, on the news, dealing with that shit. So,
I caught up. My bad.
It's all good. I just want to stop you before you made an ass of yourself, because I would expect you would do the same thing for me.
Grant's cool.
We were straight.
Yeah, I know.
Scott, it looks like that name toilet guy is starting to stick to you.
Oh God.
Brandon, hey, that might be on the next YouTube re-shirt.
They now got a hashtag. They now got a hashtag in the chat. Hashtag toilet guy.
Everybody, all 12. Hashtag toilet guy. Let's go.
Maybe I should change my name then. Hey, toilet guy.
You probably
that might be kind of a fun new YouTube channel. You can just sit on the toilet and play different songs in your harmonica.
Or even better, you just pistol the damn thing.
Get yourself another guy with a goose harp and a banjo in there playing with you.
Oh God. Oh my God.
It'd be a nice 3-piece in your bathroom.
I guarantee you, if you just get pistol the toilet and record it, you will always get 24.
Yes. I love it.
Oh my God.
You dirty bastard.
What, me? A dirty bastard?
I may get about 2,000 subscribers.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, remember, Grant, when we left the Army, we quit having to deal with the Geneva Convention.
Right.
So now we can be all the dirty bastards we want because we're just civilians, right?
I mean, that's the parts they've missed out on. They were like, we're killing you fucking trained fucking killers out, kicking you out, but you can't do your job anymore.
Pretty much.
God damn it, God.
Yes, God. Yes. Exactly.
I have the feeling Scott keeps playing that harmonica so we don't hear the plops in the water. Flash.
That's a camo Monica. You dirty bastard.
I'm not going to get invited to YouTubery 2017-18, am I?
No, you're not. That's okay because who gives a fuck?
Oh, I do, man.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Oh, dude,
if
really?
y'all had been there,
Scott will be there. He's already got his 2 trees for his hammock. He's got the permanent setup. That's his spot every year.
Oh, God.
No.
Lynn types into the chat here, bow before the porcelain god, toilet guy.
No, I'm sorry, but all you're doing going to the YouTube Jamboree is living up to libtards' ideas of things. And they don't really want to listen to your opinion. They just want you to conform.
Oh no, they listen to my opinion.
Right. So
keep telling yourself that.
Wait a minute. Wait. So YouTube is a constitutional system, correct?
No, it's a private company.
That's correct.
It's a private company, and they control the speech on it.
Right,
unfortunately, they try to act like it's a free system, but it's not.
Right, but the guy going to YouTubery, stop running your stupid harmonic. Shut up.
He's covering up the plop.
No, you hush, because me and you need to talk later. You has gone to YouTubery. Did any of it change how they were going to run YouTube?
No.
No, they didn't.
Then why the hell would you continue to support them?
I spelled it different. Fucker.
Sorry, I've been censoring more than anybody here, so why would you support them when they just want to shut down your voice?
Because it's really the only platform out there right now for all of us to use. I mean, they've got a bunch of little small ones, but nobody's watching them. So you're stuck dealing with them.
I haven't. What are you talking about shutting down your support? I'm not understanding that. I haven't seen that.
Okay, so if you monetize and you say the wrong word, they'll demonetize your entire channel.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
You know, so
it happens to a lot. It happens to a lot of the political channels and gun channels on YouTube. If you have a channel that talks about politics at all or guns, they're censoring people left and right and taking down their channels. It happened to people like Hickok 45 and a lot of other ones.
Yep.
Right.
Hell, even since they changed the algorithm just recently, all my feeding videos for my dogs and even my shout out video for the Suds and Soldiers cast were demonetized, and I had to appeal them. You know why? What was said offensive in my video of my dog feeding things raw, or me mentioning this podcast? I mean, there's no reason that should have been censored, but they still did it.
Last year, my
Who
channel
absorbs that money?
I can't see why they would have done that to his videos. That makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Exactly.
Last year, my channel was censored to the point that I left YouTube.
Yeah, they win when you do that, though.
And it's not just monetization, because they don't really give a shit about monetization all that much. It's about the content. I went onto YouTube showing a greenhouse and showing how to grow crops, and every single one of my fucking videos were shut down.
Those evil preppers. How dare you be self-sufficient?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't you show nobody how to survive.
That's why I'm on VidMe now. I'm not on YouTube. Also, any amounts of video that you guys post, George Soros earns a stock off of it. You know, that guy that's pushing Antifa into our country. I'll be quiet now.
I got a camera right there.
So?
Toilet guy found the camera.
I'm gonna have to make a video. Toilet guy finds a camera.
Toilet guy sucks and blows.
Oh, shut up, Grant.
Or you could just reinvent yourself. Because toilet guy is not exactly a good thing on YouTube. If you're going to be stuck on YouTube.
No.
Well, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah, you make lemonade, not toilet guy.
There you go. There's my screenshot. Where'd you get them?
Guns?
Yeah,
I got
guns.
guns right here, Scott. What? I'm sorry.
Got the gun show going.
Oh, put them up. You better hide those.
We all know that those are 1 of 5 guns.
Look, I just want to take a brief second to say fuck you, Chad, because in his tattoo video, this 50-year-old fucker has 6-pack abs.
You're not 50 years old.
Right here.
You're not, dude.
I'm 50.
Stop.
You're
not 50
dude.
years old. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call bullshit. You're not 50 years old.
Hey, I'm
know.
50.
Hey, Chad.
I
Hey,
know.
man, your body's your last line of defense, man. I don't go around unarmed anywhere I go, damn it.
That's right.
Rip it open. Go ahead, rip it open. Rip
There you
it
go,
open and
Chris.
show it.
Trust me, I was sitting in my own bunk and just flick you off all the night long. But you're not 50 years old. But I know who you're talking about.
Redneck Railroad Crosby's Corner. Yes, fucking Chad's 50 years old. He's a half a century.
That's right.
No shit.
He's awesome too.
I'm fucking telling you,
And,
man.
sorry, guys. I forgot I hadn't actually turned my camera back on.
That guy's awesome too.
Minute Man?
What?
Who's he?
The Redneck Railroad?
Yeah, I like him.
The redheaded guy?
Yeah.
This guy right here?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's
I'm a
sexy,
crazy
ain't he?
dude. Oh, man. Grant.
He's crazy as fuck.
I'm working on
What?
it.
What?
Grant, I hope your
What?
butthole's ready.
I've got hemorrhoids. You will not enjoy
Too
it.
much beer,
I know a lot of
too much
hemorrhoids.
beer
I'm
setting
sorry.
going on, damn it.
Trust me. You don't really think the hemorrhoid's going to stop me. Come on, man.
Oh my god.
I'm the guy
We're
that
gonna have a serious conversation about this.
I'm the guy that went,
Courtesy
oh,
blush.
well, everybody in the damn barracks went, oh, let's just attach kill lice to our peckers and just fling them around and around. All right.
Grim, do you think Father Time would join us on the fucking Suds with Soldiers? Yes.
Baby.
See, Grim
I don't know
dad, like he said.
What the hell has happened to this conversation? We're talking about putting chemtrails on our dicks and spinning them around, and one of us is being called toilet guy now.
I told you it was a gay conversation all the time, but we were never gays or never bravos. We talked about this, Chad.
Somebody asked me who I was, so I told them who I was.
Oh my God. It's all right.
It's all good. All I ask is for the people that I talk to, please grow your own food. That's all I ask.
Yeah, try to get non-GMO if possible.
I don't give a shit if it's GMO or just you can grow your own food. If you grow half your veggies, you'll be good to go. And
well, yeah.
Go ahead.
I live in Minnesota. We have a pretty short growing season here.
Dude, I usually okay. Wait. So you live in Minnesota. I'm with you too, Grant. You live in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you need a greenhouse that is heated year round.
Yep.
Do you understand what year round veggies means?
Yeah.
If you do one tomato plant, every 2 weeks you'll have a tomato. If you do 40, you got tomato sauce every week. If you do, 80, which by the way is only half of the greenhouse at this point, you would not only have tomato sauce for your family, but also have fresh tomatoes for your family, because you would keep the good tomatoes for your family.
Hey, look at Scott's face right now. Look at that. Oh,
hey, Greenback, I'm in Minneapolis in the Twin Cities.
I don't care. Trust me, I know it's already freezing there.
Oh yeah, I got snow on my porch right now.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is having a greenhouse set up so you have it already heated, even if it's just out a window of your house.
Hell, if I had a heated greenhouse set up here, I'd probably have the SWAT team here thinking I was growing pot.
Well, tough shit. Just look at them and go, you're retards, and just have them go through and just so okay, so you're done, right? If you ever come back here, I'll shoot you in the face. Oh, right. You're in Minnesota. You can't actually do that. I'm in North Carolina. Once they come into my greenhouse and see what's going on, I can shoot them in the face if they come in to my area. It's on that line.
Guys, Mapleberry is I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm going to try to make this a little more interesting right here. If Mapleberry Farms would like to join the live stream, he is a Canadian veteran. So, Mapleberry, you want to join? I will come over and I'll send it to your PM in your About section if you would like to join.
I'll be right back. Just a second.
Oh.
Just gotta pee.
Hello, Tangerine
Wasabi.
Oh my! No, it's not wasabi. Wasabi.
No, my response to people is wasabi. So you'll have to get over it.
So, dude.
Can I come at better time? bad times.
Mapleberry. You want to come on up?
Mapleberry.
Come on.
We're crazy as shit. It's okay.
Man, look.
I think they dropped down.
Moose Knuckle from Moose Knuckle Outdoors.
Sounds good. Right on. I'm coming, Mapleberry. I'm going to send you the link to this here hangout. I'm
All right, Mickey
excited.
Mouse.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. He figured out it was Mickey Mouse.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yes, I
Hey,
can.
Scott.
Moose Knuckle from
I can
Yes.
see you right now, Scott.
Yes, Scott. We hear you throughout all your little statements.
Crap. This guy's cool, man. I gotta subscribe to him.
That's what
That's
she
the
said.
Tatum guy?
No,
No.
it's Minuteman
What?
Homestead.
Minute-
If you want,
Oh, I'm already subscribed to you.
okay, you need to sub to my VidMe.
No, I'm already subbed to you.
Okay, 10-4.
Man.
Sorry, guys.
Man, what?
Minuteman
Sorry.
Homestead.
I think I am. You know what? I'm going to jump off the live stream, check, but I'm going to go check right now.
Don't drop off the live stream. If you go to your Google Hangouts, I will send you my VidMe.
Okay, cool. Do
I'd
that.
rather you just stay on.
Do that.
Hold on.
Because I like him.
Be a Green Bay wacky.
I'm wacky backy.
I can't see the chair right now, guys.
I wish I had some wacky tobacco right now.
Oh,
You got to go to YouTubery. Wait. Or YouTuber Bardunny.
there it is, Mapleberry.
That shit we all go talk to each other on. And
Yeah.
we really don't give a shit about each other's fucking product. We just only give a shit about our product.
Oh, geez.
And no one wants to buy, and no one wants to buy shit from me. They just want to be like, oh, we can survive on this.
Oh my God.
Hey, guys in the panel, can you post in the chat? That way Kings can sub up. He's asking. So,
All right. The best of
I'm
messed up
sorry. I
thing-
should have muted that. My bad for blowing my nose in all y'all's ears right now. I'm sorry.
You could have at least gone.
I'm going to if Grant interrupts me again. Oops. Remove any web addresses. Grant, add me as real quick.
Add you as what?
Add me as mod so I can put the link into the chat.
Type something in there, big guy. Hashtag cool guy. Fuck your feelings, Scott.
Don't link them long dongs in there.
No.
Oh. He's got a long beard. He's probably got a long dong too.
Why are we talking about that?
I have no idea.
Everybody.
Come on, toilet guy. What the hell?
Fuck, Scott.
It's this stuff.
Everybody add.
I don't care if he's got a thumb dick.
You're on the edge right now.
Just do what you gotta do.
That's
You guys
it,
shut the fuck up for a second.
Hey, Moose Knuckle, you can eat a dick right now. Getting ready to hit the
he
sack.
probably
It's only
would.
10:30.
He probably would. Just add Adam's dick.
Guys.
What?
They asked me what my link was.
Oh,
Like, I don't know,
What, your what?
15 minutes ago.
Put it in.
You as well asked me what my link was. Add me as mod so I can actually put it down there.
I sent it to your PM, Mapleberry. Type something in, dude. I'm pretty sure I just dubbed you, bro. Mapleberry, it's in your PMs. Sorry, brother.
It's all good. I was just trying to make sure the shit got sorted.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're fine.
I love
Continue.
you, man.
I know you do. Trust me. It was just trying to stop everybody real quick to get everything sorted. We can continue now. Go ahead.
Adam says he's pulling for you, toilet guy. That coffee's going to help push it out.
He's going to kill me. That smelled like fish.
Oh, God.
Really? Really?
It kind of tasted good.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's how it tastes. Yeah.
Must have been that pickled herring.
Nice.
Oh, wait. I shouldn't be
vegetable?
stuck on my sweat. I should be paying attention to the taste.
Ew, Lynn says.
Well, Lynn, you don't say ooh when somebody's biting your clip. So just shh.
That's Lynn Ditton.
Did you just say the C word?
Which one? The cut or the clip?
No, the second one. Oh my God.
Well, it's part
Don't
of
push the red button.
it's part of the female anatomy.
Do not push the red button.
Okay. Nobody's drank a drop, Moose. I don't know what you're talking about. God, Lynn, I love you. Thank you.
Lynn is awesome, by the way.
Lynn is awesome. Look, everybody in here is pretty
I've
cool.
only had one beer, so I'm sober.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't.
I'm pretty sure you've had at least 5 beers. And I don't think you're sober.
No, just the one. I'm like this normally.
Well,
I would love
most
to introduce Mapleberry Farms.
Most of us piss normally. Unless we have
Cleaning up.
hepatitis B.
Scott sits down when he pees. Look at him. We stand up.
Hey, yo.
My name is Moose. Moose Snuggle from Moose Snuggle Outdoors.
Mapleberry.
Boy, I don't know. Those faces with you sitting on the toilet go well together, Scott.
Sound like Moose Snuggle Outdoors.
Shut up, Miss Knuckle.
Welcome to the chat, Mapleberry.
Hey, how's it going? So I figured it out.
Cool.
I've been
Cool.
watching his videos. Pretty cool.
He's got good videos. This is gonna be funny.
Yes, Moose Knuckle, you're right.
Yeah, fuck you, Moose Knuckle. Look at that. It says message was deleted by Grant Hubbard. You're in timeout. 300 seconds. He won't get mad about that. He'll just get even with me here soon. He's not.
Stop making those faces on the toilet, Scott.
No eyes has seen, no ear has heard. Oh my God! I think this is the first time I've ever seen or met you. Cheers. Moose Knuckle is in the corner. Mapleberry.
Yeah.
Mapleberry's
How are
cool.
you doing, man? Holy gosh.
What's
I've
that?
been watching his videos. He's cool.
Cheers.
Hey, here's to my my last day in combats was Thursday.
Cool.
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 Who?
Friday was my first day in civilians. I'm still in for another 6 months, just on like a distance learning thing while I'm getting medically released, but no more combat time, no more time in combats or anything. So,
Hey, man, best of luck with your adjustment back to being a civilian, man.
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Takes a little while.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's been doing some harm,
Oh,
that
okay.
that homesteading stuff.
Yeah, we're setting up a self-sufficient life, I guess, is how we look at it, right?
I've watched some of that. That's cool.
Yeah. No, man, we're pretty pumped. I'd probably be down there couple more weeks, probably be down there, and then we'll hit the ground running, right?
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I can
keep the videos.
See you, Adam. Thanks for coming along to the chat, buddy. I'll see you on Instagram.
Cheers, Adam.
Do you hear me on that?
What's that?
I was saying keep the videos coming on all that. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, we plan on it. I think they'll get pretty good here soon because I'm gonna build the house myself. I'm gonna do the whole thing because I used to do carpenter work before I got in the Army, so I'll be getting back into the swinging a hammer there for a bit too, right?
That'll be cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to check out your channel.
I got a question for you. In the Canadian Army, what's your typical carry weapon? Do you do M4s or M16s or what? I don't know.
It's called a C7 up here. A C7. It's
what caliber?
It's like 223.
So it's like an M16 basically, an M4?
Pretty much, yeah. It's made by man, what's the name of the? It's made up in here in Canada. I can't remember the freaking name of it. It's Colt up here in Canada, maybe Colt.
Well, there's Colt here too. That was, I mean.
Well, I think they.
So wait. So you're trying to say that Colt owns the weapon industry in Canada?
No. It's I think
King's Disaster Garage. My Instagram handle's the same as my YouTube name. It's First 508 Airborne.
Adam said stop drawing me back.
I think
remember
the C7 is on.
Guys, I'm gonna have to drop off here. So
hey, hit a lick on the harmonica before you get out of here real quick. Your best.
Really, guy, glad you stayed with us until you dropped it off.
Yep. Play us a long one.
how's that?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a perfect song to temper it to.
Yeah, that's great.
He's got a wife. I got to utilize the latrine real quick. Keep it going, boys.
I'll see y'all later.
Before you leave.
Yeah, right on.
Hold on.
And I think I will see you guys later too.
He was on the toilet. He was. How many pounds did you lose sitting there during this conversation?
Probably about none.
Adam was right all along.
All right. We just need a big damn car with a big block and about
you called it, Adam.
20 gallons of fuel to make this right.
Oh gosh.
Dude, you
I'll
cemented
use a
that
senior
damn toilet
harmonica
guy
next
now
time.
with that plug. You ain't ever gonna lose it.
No, I'm not.
Maybe I should change
I'll
my
be dead.
channel name to Toilet Man.
Hashtag toilet guy. Then you should start an Instagram account and call it toilet guy.
Yeah, right.
Hashtag toilet guy. Fuck your feelings, Scott.
Toilet guy probably go viral.
No, Grant. I have to be fuck your feelings guy because I don't have any feelings.
I've got one nerve and one fillet, and they're all connected to the same individual section.
No, Grant. I don't.
Now you're supposed to say, "Can you see the fuck you in my smile?"
No, I have no feelings. If you cut on me,
gosh.
I will grin at you.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Grizz.
How am I going to hang up?
Hit the fucking red button.
I don't think you can top the flush.
Yeah. You can always hang out
that
and
last note with the flush.
Hold on. We'll check y'all guys out later.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys. Oh.
Oh.
He really was on the toilet.
Yes, the whole time. That's the way he is on a regular hangout, too. If you talk to him on a regular hangout, that's where he's at, too.
Trust me.
That's the only reason I'm going to throw up on him. His old lady's an ass whenever it comes to hanging out on the hangouts or being a YouTuber.
Maybe he's got Crohn's disease or something, and he just spends a lot of time on the toilet.
No.
No, I bet that it's more a constitutional state, which we don't actually get to talk about. Where did the Constitution go? Where did it go?
We covered that earlier.
Right.
Totally.
No good.
See you, Adam.
Mapleberry.
Yo, what's up?
Is that how you properly say your channel name? Mapleberry Farms?
Yeah, that's it. Mapleberry Farm. Yep.
Awesome.
We got
Are you really on a farm?
we got a ton. We got 70 acres of land with maple trees on it and a bunch of blueberry fields. So my wife figured Mapleberry sounded good, and it sounded good to me. So
Yeah.
that's how it's going.
Check out your channel.
Yeah.
Check out your channel.
We're just getting started, so we only been on for about a month and a half or so, but we're about 2 weeks away from hitting the land. We got a little bit of film on the land too, just from going down there on vacations. We got our trailer down there and everything, but we're like 2 weeks away from really starting to do some stuff on there, so it should be pretty good, right?
Hey,
Cool.
Mapleberry.
Best luck with it, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, definitely. Ghostma wants to know what part of Canada you are from because he's in Canada too.
New Brunswick. Right now I'm
sorry.
Right now I'm on base in CFB Trenton, Ontario. So I'm about 12 hours away from where the property's at, but in about 2 weeks, where the land I own is in New Brunswick though. So it's on the East Coast.
2 and 4.
I'm just north of Maine.
Gotcha.
We take trips down to Maine frequently. We can get I probably won't be now, but when I used to live right pretty much on the border, and we used to go down there, and you could get 5 dozen eggs real cheap at the supermarket across there, and then Calais, you could get gas for like half the price you could just over in Canada. It was half the price down in Calais, so we go down there and get groceries and gas every week, right? We'd appreciate that American support, right?
Listen, if you guys are not familiar with Illage Vidiot, you think Village Idiot, but just replace the V and the I. He is an inspiration to me because he's Canadian, but it was hot. He was like, how can anybody disrespect the American forces when they always come by to kick ass for everybody else? But
Yeah,
you gotta check him out.
that's cool. I served with a few Americans up here, not overseas or anything, but I worked with some of them on exercises. They do big exercises in Alberta, and they'd have some Americans would come up and get tagged to that every year.
33.
I've done some training with some Canadian units.
Right on.
New Brunswick. Channel 33 is in New Brunswick.
What's that? Is he?
Yeah.
New Brunswick. New Brunswick at that, eh? That's where. Yeah. New Brunswick's like 90% trees and trails, and full of moose. So the moose hunting's prime too.
Adam says he's leaving again for the 12th time. See you, homie.
He'll so be back in here in a little bit. We'll do a fist bump and be like, welcome back, Adam. Thank you.
Well, you got to be excited about getting out and starting your farm, huh?
Oh, man. So excited now because I kind of had a couple years to get ready for getting down there. I kind of knew it was coming because I was in pretty rough shape for a couple of years, right? So I kind of knew that I was getting down there. So I bought the land. I almost didn't think, I thought things were going to kind of level out and I was going to be able to stay. And I was actually being posted to the jump school here in Trenton. But
are you a paratrooper?
No, I'm a SIG-op, and but I was a signaler, so I was a pronto with the artillery in Charlotte, Manitoba for a few years, and then I get posted to an Air Force base, which completely freaking threw me off, and then because I'm Army, and then
sure.
And then I was going to get posted to the jump school after I'd gone through just a shit ton of surgeries and stuff. But then I found out my MEL's employment limitations weren't going to hold up. So that posting got canned. So I was about that close from serving with the jump school. I wouldn't have been, but I would have been able to jump and get my wings and everything. But
sure. So how you healing up now?
I'm doing good now. I'm doing
good.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I just yeah, I'm where I'm gonna be for what I'm dealing with, right? So
sure.
But I'm totally.
I got a bunch of disability stuff related to my back from my parachute jumps. I've got all kinds of degenerative back stuff, and
yeah. I just lost a good friend of mine. He was SARTech. I don't know. Do they call it SARTech down there? Search and rescue down the States.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He just he was up to, I don't know if he was at 180 jumps. I feel like that's the number. Anyway, we went through the training system together, and then we both got posted to the artillery together as signalers, and then we were both a pronto for different batteries. But anyways, I got switched to Ontario, and then he went SARTech, but he was doing real well with his training and everything, and then I can't remember what point exactly how it went, but he was I think we still connected through email and everything, right? But I had emailed him the friggin' day before, and I hadn't emailed him in a couple months, right? So I was just touching base again, just how you like to keep in touch with guys, right?
Yeah.
So I just asked how it was going because I knew I was getting posted. That's what it was. I knew I was going to get posted to the jump school. So I was asking him, hey, did you come to the jump school and do that jump separate before you did the SAR Tech one, right? And he said no. Anyways, he answered back and we caught up a little bit. And he said he did, and he just did their own jumps. And the next day, I found out that his parachute didn't deploy and he just hit the ground, and that was the end of the show.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. My condolences.
That just happened in the spring. It was it was just crazy how it went down, eh? Like, you know, but
Yeah,
stuff happened.
that's a bummer, man.
Yeah, but
Especially
pardon me.
especially when you lose somebody in training like that and not in combat. You know, you just
Yeah, it was cool. He had just got he didn't he had just saved, like, I can't remember, I think it was in the Hudson Bay. He just helped save a family in the Hudson Bay the year before, so it was you know, he's friggin' real cool, you know. It was cool. He even did some shit and helped save some other lives, and it wasn't for nothing, that's for sure. It's not for nothing.
No, that's too bad, man.
Even if he didn't do that, it ain't for nothing, but you know, just that was cool.
Yeah. But you know, you hate to lose somebody in a training accident just because it feels so preventable, you know, compared to, you know, a combat situation. It just it's a sad situation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely, eh? Especially in those boys jump every day, right? Yep. Always jump. 180s. That's not a high number for them guys, right?
That's a lot compared to what I have. I don't have anywhere near that many. So
yeah, but you know the Sartec boys anyway.
Yeah.
I come on here.
That's awesome, man.
Freaking badass story, eh? Sorry. The farm will be good.
No, that's got to feel good that you're getting out and you get to get rolling with your life, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm real pumped because we're gonna set it up. Like I'm looking to build the house. We're gonna power it with solar. And then we'll have a normal well, normal septic, but it'll still be all self-sufficient itself, right? And then
Sure.
I got a ton of moose on the land. There's the blueberries, maples. I'm gonna tap I tapped trees before too, so I'm gonna tap the trees and make some syrup and make some income doing that too. But we're gonna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we're gonna minimize our bills as much as we can, so we don't need to make as much too, right? So and my wife, she's little, but she's a beast. She'll friggin' just go right at her and figure something out. She'll make money out of dirt, right?
Good. Awesome.
So it'll be a good partnership, right?
You got any kids or any planned?
I got soon to be 3-year-old in about 2 weeks, so, and she loves roaming around and, you know, just friggin' doing whatever out there. She loves it, so.
Awesome. Yeah,
and I'm surrounded by brooks and stuff, so we'll keep ourselves full of trout all summer, and you know, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Pretty pumped. I'm from down there too, so I got a ton of friends down there, and there's a bunch of 4-wheeling trails, so we'll have lots of fun too, right?
That sounds like a good time, man.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
I love spending time out in the woods.
Yeah. Like I'm about my driveway is about a half a kilometer in too, right?
Sweet.
That's what my whole YouTube channel is mostly me doing hikes with my dogs out in the woods.
Yeah, man, I've watched a few of your videos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no, I'm subbed to your channel. I watched a few of your videos. Friggin', man, some nice looking dogs you got there.
Oh, thanks, man. Like I said, I'll have to check out your channel. I'm interested to see what you do.
Yeah, for sure. I'm nowhere near to what you got going on there because we're only about a month and a half in, but you know, we get
Sure.
Should be pretty cool here soon.
Once you get things going on your channel, I'll give you a shout out. Maybe get you some subs.
Yeah, right on. Appreciate it.
What are you smiling at, Grant?
Dogs. What?
What are you smiling at?
Nothing.
Hey, Carl, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Carl rocks. He is a dedicated YouTuber, guys. Carl's vlogs. If you watch him, he will watch you.
Carl's a good guy, man.
He is a good guy.
I'll have to check him out. I barely know anybody on YouTube yet, man. I'm like freaking green as grass.
Yeah, I only started putting up videos about 2.5, 3 years ago, and I've met a lot of good people along the way. I was kind of surprised by that, you know, because I'm kind of keep to myself and stuff. I didn't expect to make any friends doing this, but yeah, I've met a lot of good people.
Yeah, I noticed that. I felt the same way. I didn't have a clue, right? I'm only 36, but I'm 36 years old from another generation. Back in the East Coast, we're back about 20 years behind, right? Everybody's just in the woods driving a bike and shooting something. You know, that's all we do. So when I joined the Army, I even joined later, like I was later in my 20s when I joined. And I went to basic, and I met all these guys who were playing just games. I never even heard of this shit, right? Like, and it was like normal lingo to them, and I had to catch up just with what the hell anybody was talking about, right?
About.
I was like, I'm like a caveman for being only 36. Yeah. But yeah, so
thanks, Carl. I appreciate you supporting my channel, Carl. You've been there for a long time. Cool.
But yeah, just in the short time I've been on, I've been fortunate enough to meet some cool folks already too.
Yeah, I've met some real good people on YouTube and Instagram. I was surprised by that. They're both good places for meeting like-minded people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, Tangolin.
Tangolin. Cheers.
I hope I pronounced that right.
Or is it Tangelin?
Yeah, you might be right about that. Carl asked, do we miss the Army? I look back on it with fonder memories after being out than when I was in.
I think
yeah.
I'm too close to the scene to answer the question, I think.
Yeah. The farther away you get from being out, the more you forget the bad stuff and just kind of remember the good stuff and the camaraderie, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, for sure. I'm pumped to get out, but man, it does feel weird the last time when I took the combats off. I mean, they didn't think about it that much, not that freaking sentimental or anything, but I still thought about it a little bit.
Yeah, I bet.
Because I didn't plan on it either. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I didn't plan on leaving at this point. But, you know, all good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Grant?
What?
Both Grant and I were both infantry.
Yeah, right. Out there where I was at, when I was with that artillery unit in Shiloh, Manitoba, there's only 2 units on base. So we had the guns, and then there was an infantry unit, 2 VP, and that was the only 2. So we work with those guys all the time. And what they would do, this didn't happen to me, but normally they would just post you within that. You would go from the guns, you get promoted, you go to the infantry. You get like for the support guys, like the signalers, and you'd start there. You'd get your corporals, you get promoted, master corporal over to the infantry, promoted sergeant back to the guns, and so on. Eh? So that was the only units we kind of worked with. So I worked with a lot of the infantry boys, and it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I think you're doing a good thing in here, Grant. That's for sure.
I really hope it does catch, man, because there's too many people walking around with a lot of unanswered questions just because they out of the service, and we're surrounded by people who are a little bit different than us, and we can't relate, so it makes it hard.
Yeah.
Hope it gets easier. I would love for people to know about this.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. I gave a shout out, but I only got about 150 people following me or something right now, but so it ain't much, but.
No worries, bro. You got a big heart, and I appreciate that.
We're doing this next week too, right?
Yes. This will be an ongoing trend.
Yeah, I'll keep putting the word out. I'm still on base here, so I still got people even to tell me here, and I had a couple buddies from another base here last week watching the fights. I'll have more here next week watching the fights. So I get to connect with different guys. They all like jumping on and just shooting, even if it's just to jump on and shoot the shit about stuff, right? Just with other guys like-minded, right? So
yeah,
a cool thing, that's for sure.
Thanks, guys, this is actually the longest one so far. It's went for 3 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going long tonight.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's been a good chat, though. I mean, we've covered a lot of bases, learned a lot about each other, and I mean, that's what it's all about.
So are we winding it down now?
We better cut off, and Mapleberry next Saturday, you're more than welcome to join us again, brother.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll probably pop in here. I'll try to come on early next week because I'll be watching GSP there with the UFC's making his comeback next week. So up here in Canada, kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm rooting for Bisbane, though. I hate to say it, but I am.
Man, I like Bisbane too. I'm not no mark for GSP, but I will be pulling for him. But I ain't no mark, so it's all good.
I like GSP. He just lays and prays too much. You know, I hope he fights a little different this fight.
Yeah, well, he's saying he's gonna. We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. It should be a good one either way.
Either way, that pay-per-view stacked. That pay-per-view is, man, it's a good one.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, and the good thing is if GSP does win, I think they're going to use that to set up a fight between him and McGregor in the future, and I'd like to see that.
And how big is that going to be? You know?
Oh, that'll be gigantic.
Friggin' right. There'll be no soldiers that night.
Yeah, that's the only sport I follow.
Pardon?
That's the only sport I follow, mixed martial arts.
Yeah. That's the only one I follow like a lot, right? I still catch a little bit of ball, a little bit of hockey. UFC I watch all the time.
Night, Tanglin. Thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank all of you for stopping in. Hope you have a good night, and we will catch you next Saturday.
Have a good one.
See everybody next week. Cool.
Later, boys.
Hope to see you next week, Mapleberry.
Right on, man. We'll see you.